Hey guys, and welcome to Vanguard Tactics. I'm Stephen Box, and today, for this streamed game and battle report, I'm joined by the one and only Joe Coles.
Hello. You say that like I'm a guest, but I'm here every day.
Hey, well, you know, some people might not know, and now they do know what your name is.
Yeah.
And they do know you're the one and only
The one and only Joe Coles.
The one and only
Joe
Coles. And we're also joined by Jake.
Hello.
So Jake is going to be running the stream for us and is going to be answering all of your YouTube comments. So while you are watching, if you do have any questions whatsoever, just pop them into the chat and Jake will then ask us. So, Joe, you ready for this?
Born ready.
Born ready.
Yeah, I demanded a thematic game.
Yeah.
And that's what I got.
That is what you've got.
Yeah.
So you're running Necrons today?
I'm running the Necrons. I'm very excited. New Necrons, as they are called.
And I've got the Ultramarines.
Yeah.
So I've left the Blood Angels at home today.
Good.
And we've got the Ultras. So I'm going to be using the new Codex.
Yeah, I'm using the new Codex.
Yeah, and look, really excited about this. I feel like the Ultramarines are in a really good place in 9th edition.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the Necrons at the moment?
Necrons are in a much stronger position than they were.
Yeah.
Probably not as strong as Marines.
Oh, it comes this excuses coming already.
I'm getting in now in case I do lose.
Yeah.
But there are some builds that can do some serious work.
Some tasty builds.
Some tasty builds.
Some spicy combos. Yeah.
Yeah, we very nearly proxied 3 Triarch Stalkers, but with Onaga Gym Crawlers. But we're like, no.
The YouTubes will not like that.
We can't go down that road.
Anyway, as you know, guys, we're all about playing the game in the right way. And look, we're going to try and bring you the most competitive game we can, whilst, agreeing to that principle of playing the game in the right way, along with also running the models that we enjoy and really want to try and get the most out of. So if you have any questions whatsoever about the way that we play the game, why we've done certain moves and tactics, we'll try and explain everything as we go. Now, if you would like to see the video on how we've deployed absolutely everything and a full army deep dive into exactly why we've took every single unit we have, and the justification for all of that, how it plays into the mission, and also you want to see the version 2 of this game, because one of us is going first today.
Yeah.
And then on VT Plus, you get the deployment videos, the army review videos, and you see the second streamed game.
Yeah.
Which will be whoever didn't go first gets the chance to go first. Which brings a really interesting concept when it comes to deployment, because I know in this matchup I'm going to have to go first and second.
Yeah.
So you can't just, deploy hoping to go first and then get it.
Yeah.
So actually what we're going to try and do is give you a really good balanced, fair view of how this game should rock out. So that's all on VT Plus and the link is below. But before we move on to the game, I also am running a free live webinar. And that is on the 31st of October. And again, the links are below and they'll be going into the chat anytime soon. So we're going to be covering the 3 top strategies when it comes to list building. And just for you guys to join in and just to give you a little bit more help, because we've helped so many people, on our academy with list building. And we really want to try and bring that to the forefront and give you some ideas about, what legion you should take, warlord traits, relics, what's strong, what's not, what secondaries you should build for, what units you need and why, and all that kind of good stuff. So anyway, links all to that. So let's get on with the game. We have deployed.
Yeah.
And we're at the stage where we need to go for our armies really, don't we?
We do.
But what is the mission first?
The mission is Retrieval Mission.
Retrieval.
The first one from
the book.
The book.
So there's 6 objective markers. It's a hammer and anvil style deployment where we're playing basically long ways. And it's a hold 1 for 5 points.
Yeah.
If you hold 2, you're going to get an additional 5 points. And then if you hold more than your opponent, then you're going to get 15, okay? Or another 5 points. So basically 15 a turn. And that's capped at 45. We've then picked 3 secondary objectives, as you well know. It's a 2,000 point game. And so we'll be using the Strike Force mission pack. 3 secondaries objectives, each worth 15 points, again capped out to a maximum of 45. So should we cover the armies? Should we cover mine first?
Yep.
So we'll go over the Ultramarines army. Now, this list, a bit different to what you've seen me run before. Full battalion.
Yep.
And what we've got here, if you want to see the lists, by the way, in a bit more detail, there's a link to our blog post below. Again, that's in the description, so you can check out the links and you can just access all that for free. And that's over on our blog page, link is below. Now, basically, what I've got here is Calgar's the Warlord. Okay, he's the main man. He gives me Adeptus as the Codex Warlord trait, gives me CPs back on 5s. He also gives me a nice starting 2 CPs because he is my Warlord. What we've then got is Tigerius as my second HQ. He's got the 3 powers, Null Zone, Veil of Time, and Psychic Fortress. What an absolute beast he is. You know, he knows 3, he can cast 2. And then I've also got in my 3rd slot for a HQ a Phobos Lieutenant with the Relic Seal of Oath. Then what we've also got for troops, I've got 3 units of Intercessors, and I've got then in the elite slot, I have a unit of 5 aggressors, a unit of 4 aggressors, and a unit of 3 aggressors.
Because you like to play fancy with numbers.
That's exactly why, Joe. I like to play. I like it fancy.
Yeah.
No, I've changed it because of the way that obviously Calgar now works, being a chapter master. So I've got my unit of 5 that I really want to put as much oomph in as I possibly can. And then I've got, when that unit's destroyed, I can then start to put it on the 4-man and then on the 3-man. So I'm going to try and eke out as much efficiency as I possibly can. And then I've got a chapter banner. I've spent a CP to give him, and I've paid the upgrade, so he's a chapter ancient. What we've got for him is basically, he gives everyone OBSEC, which is really, really nice. And if they do have OBSEC, you count as double, which is cool. He's also got another relic as well, which gives me +1 attack.
Sweet.
Yeah, nice. It's the Banner of Macragge.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
So does he hit them with the banner?
Yeah. No, what he actually does is that he passes it to every aggressor to give an extra hit. Yeah, it's like a chainsword but nastier. Okay. We've then got of course, the Primaris Apothecary. Now he wasn't originally in the list, but he snuck in right at the end there, and I've made him, you know, the Chief Apothecary, so I can get my boys back with a flat 3 wounds.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Then I can play the stratagem, pick up another one as well. So I think he's got some utility, that unit. Then I think that's all the elites covered. Then for the fast attack, I've got 3 units of suppressors. I really like suppressors in this edition. I really liked them in 8th edition. I like them in this codex. And I think with Ultramarines they play really, really well. Nice utility, good bit of speed to them, and also gained an extra shot as well, which is cool. Then for heavy support, I've got 3 units of Eliminators, not Eradicators, which you might be thinking, but do you know what? I'm thinking Eliminators could be the way forward in 9th.
They're quite tasty.
They've got some little buffs, you know, for the new codex.
Being ballistic skill 2+ now.
Yeah, and their weapon, one of the profiles, it's got the blast keyword.
Yeah, but they've lost the ability to shoot round corners, haven't they?
They have, which I'm actually happy with.
I'm happy about it in this matchup, yeah.
Yeah, but I do like the fact that they get the blast keyword, which means each unit's putting out 9 shots each.
Good.
That's nice. That's 27 shots for the 3 units. It's tasty. I like it. So I think the Eliminators could be good. And I thought I'd try something different to the, 9 Eradicators that I was running before. And I do like the utility of being able to pre-game move them. So what do you think of my list then, Joe?
I think it's good. I think it's got a bit of everything. It's got a bit of variety, but it's also got the symmetry, which we like. We know how much you like the symmetry.
Apart from the 5-4-3.
Apart from the 5-4-3, but you've got 3 units and 3 units and 3 units. Keep it the same. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple, stupid is what words I like to live by. So shall we go over your list?
Yeah.
Let's go over to your list then.
The Necrons. So I'm running Mefrit today, which gives you the extra 3-inch range on all your guns, but it also, when you shoot in half range, you get an additional -1 AP. So at 13.5 inches, all those warriors are -2. I've got a Necron Overlord. I've paid the 2 CP to make him a Pharaon, so he gets to My Will Be Done twice. I've given him the Orb of Eternity Relic, which means that when he uses his Resurrection Orb, I get +1 to the roll, which means that their warriors are all getting up on 4s. I've then given him the Warlord trait, which Immortal Pride, which gives him a 5-up Feel No Pain, and all units within 6, they ignore any modifiers to combat attrition. So if they go under half strength, it's just on a roll of a 1 they run away, not on 2s.
I don't think we're going to get that far.
No?
No, I'm just going to eradicate them. Off the table.
I get back up good.
No, you don't. You
do.
ain't getting back up at all.
It's going to be interesting to see how your firepower, because obviously now those aggressors aren't double shooting.
They're not, no.
It helps me a little bit.
Yeah, what if I use my old codex?
No.
Okay.
So I've then got Illuminous Azeres.
Okay.
He can bring back 2 D3 warriors a turn, but only 1 D3 per unit. And then he can also buff a unit a turn to give them +1 strength, +1 toughness, or +1 ballistic skill.
Yep.
Obviously, you want that toughness, especially against your list. Then you need. Now I've got 3 units of 15 warriors and a unit of 10.
Nice.
Oh, I've also got the Royal Warden in there. He's got the Conduit of Stars relic gun, which is rapid fire 3, strength 6, -2, 2 damage.
That's nice.
Once he gets in half range, it's going to be spicy. And I've got a unit of 10 Lich Guard. I've got the 2 Cannot Protect Reanimators. I've got the Nightbringer, who I hope is going to do some work this game.
Yeah.
He needs to.
Yeah.
And I've got a unit of 4 Scarabs.
Strong. It's a power move.
Game breaking.
It's a power move. Okay, I like it. No, I think, again, we're going to see what these Necron units can do.
Yeah.
We'll be adjusting this list as we go forward, no doubt, as well. Now, just want to say a massive thank you to our sponsors. Now, Foreground Publishing have supplied us with all the terrain, so a massive thank you to those. And all the links to our sponsors are below. Entoyment for the models, and also JW Gaming for the mats. And if you do want to get some discount on the mats, then just use the code VT10 when you're at the checkout. And you know, using our sponsors helps us make sure that we can provide you guys with great entertainment and also great scenery and all that kind of stuff as well. So secondaries, Joe.
Yes.
I've gone for While We Stand We Fight.
I also have gone While We Stand We Fight.
And that is going to be on my Marnius Calgar, my Librarian Tigerius, and also my Company Ancient.
Yeah. Mine is the Nightbringer.
Yeah.
My Overlord.
Yeah.
And the Luminous Zeres.
Very nice. And what we've actually done is we've included these points for While We Stand We Fight along with our painting points into the score. Okay, so you'll see that when we start this game, we're both already on 25 points.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, if I kill one of Joe's, Jake will knock down 5 points off Joe, so we'll have a nice little scoreboard going up and down, which I think is quite cool, rather than just, you know, chucking all those points on at the end. Then what we've got is, I've gone for Raise the Banners.
I have also gone for Raise the Banners.
So strong one. And then the final one is, I have gone for Engage in All Fronts.
I have gone for the counter to that, Purge the Vermin, which is the Necron one. I get 2 points for every table quarter that he had where he doesn't have a unit wholly within.
Yes.
So if he's got a unit of 3 aggressors and he's got 1 in one table quarter, 1 in the other one, and 1 straddling the line, it's in no table quarters and doesn't stop me. So he has to get a whole unit in.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, cool. So they are our secondaries. Jake, do we have any questions from the chat so far?
No, not really questions, but more. Ben Jones has said, roll 6s like you did with Drazar, Joe. You should be fine. So-
I will do.
Yeah, guys, if you want to watch the most hilarious battle report probably ever made, where Drazar managed to survive based on rolling 7 Feel No Pains in a row from a Knight Despoiler.
Yeah, so he took 12 damage, I rolled 7 6s.
And he stayed alive.
Wow.
So check that out. It's one of our battle reports, Chaos Knights versus Drakari, where you were running the Drakari against Ben Jones on the Chaos Knights.
Yeah, it's a very similar table to this, but different buildings and a few less trees.
So on the stream at the moment, how many stream games have you played? 1 or 2?
This will be my 4th, I think.
4 stream games?
No, maybe this will be my 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah.
This will be your 3rd. So how many have you've played 2 so far?
I played 2 when we did the weekend.
Yeah, and what you so far? Win and a loss?
Win and a loss.
And I'm just on a win because I've only played once. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to try and get another win today, and then hopefully another win on VT+. So, you know the mission, you know the secondaries, you know the armies. So it's time for that ever important roll-off.
Real quick, Steve, do you want to talk about the masterclass?
Yeah, so again, just quickly, if you just joined us, free masterclass coming up on the 31st of October, where we're going to be covering list building, kind of 101, things you need to be thinking about when it comes to list building to really help you, you know, design a good list for 9th edition, help you be a lot more competitive with those games. So, the ever important roll-off is to see who goes first.
Wait, are you going in your tray or are we doing it in the open?
I'm going with my tray.
I'm going to go for my tray, but it's all the way over there.
We'll go in the middle, we'll go right here. I'm black.
I'll go overhead.
you are safe from those guys.
These guys here that are in that building.
Sorry guys, the audio just went. Can you just repeat what you said with the first turn?
Yeah, so I've chosen to go first because I've got Purge the Vermin. I don't score that until the start of my second turn. And Steve has to have units wholly in my deployment zone. So if he goes first, he's technically got 2 turns of movement to get into my table quarter, which then stops me from basically scoring it for the rest of the game. If I can get it early and then keep him pushed into his own deployment side, then that means I can keep scoring with no trouble.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And I'm just debating at the moment, should I spend 2 CPs and redeploy 3 units? I'm just looking at some threat ranges. I mean, Joe can move out of here and get some... He's going to struggle to get line of sight on the aggressors there because that building will be obscuring. Same with the suppressors. And if he wants to shoot those, he'll be at -1. I don't really want to lose any suppressors, but I don't really think I need to spend the 2 CPs because they can't really fire it much. I've kind of done a good job at deploying here. One thing I do need to do is nominate a unit for Seal of Oath at this point in the game. Okay, so what the unit I'm going to nominate is this within 3 of that? It should be.
It should be.
Okay, mine is, so yours should be. So you can hide behind that wall and I can't see you and you can claim that objective. Okay, so I'm going to Seal of Oath. I'm tempted with the Catan, but I think it's a bad move.
Because you can only lose 3 a turn.
Yeah, and I'm going to re-roll all hits and wounds. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to re-roll. Where's you? So you've got a 15-man unit there, yeah?
Yeah.
15-man unit over in the corner. I'm probably just going to put them on this 15-man unit right here.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to go for, yeah.
Right.
And I'm not going to spend any CPs to redeploy.
Interesting.
I'm going to stay as I am.
Right.
I think so. Yes. That's what I'm going to go for. Yeah.
All right.
So we're gonna see if that was a big mistake. But anyway, over to your first turn then, Joe.
So it's going to be an exhilarating first turn. So command phase.
What you need to talk us through your codes, by the way.
Oh yeah, so I've had to write these down because there's like a million of them. Turn 1, I've got the protocol of the sudden storm. It's so sudden. It allows me to shoot and do actions.
Ooh!
I chose to go for that one because it means whether I go first or second. First, you're going to be able to shoot me, but you're going to kill everything. But it means that I can move. If you come out, it means I can move forward and then do actions and then shoot.
Yeah.
Or now move forward, do actions and still shoot.
So what's your next code after that? Just so we're aware.
After that is the protocol of the Vengeful Stars. Because I'm Mephrit, I get both bonuses because each one has 2 options.
Yeah.
This one allows me on a wound roll of a 6+, it's an additional -AP. So in half range, it's -3.
And then code 3?
And the other one, if I'm in half range, I ignore cover.
Okay, cool.
On that one. Code 3, I can fall back and shoot.
Lovely.
Just like you.
Nice.
But -1 AP.
Just
-1 to shoot.
Yeah.
Then I've got Undying Legions. I can re-roll 1s for my reanimation.
Ooh, very nice.
Not going to matter so much
on the Warriors.
On the Warriors because they get to anyway. But I'm thinking mid-game, that's when the Lich Guard is going to get involved.
Yeah.
So I want the re-roll 1s on them.
Yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. A Lich Guard toughness 5 or toughness 4?
Toughness 5.
Toughness 5. Now, so that changes things actually. If it's alright with you, Joe, I'm going to put my Seal of Oath on them. I thought they were T4, but I've just remembered.
That's fine.
I'm going to put Seal of Oath on the Lich Guard. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for that instead, yeah. Okay.
And then I've got turn 5 is the protocol of the Hungry Void.
Right.
Which means that if you charge me, I am charged, or I heroically intervene, I get +1 strength.
Okay, cool.
So I thought late game, help fight over those last 2 objectives.
Yeah, and I'm going to spend 2 CPs and redeploy. While you've been chatting now, I've been thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put my suppressors behind here. They can be in safety then. I don't want to lose any, you see.
Oh.
We've got a few notes in the chat about the codes are supposed to be private, but I think more we're talking it through just to get everybody aware about.
You're supposed to keep them secret and then tell your opponent at the start of each turn. But it's one of those. We're on the live. You've got to keep you informed.
Yeah. It's not like it's going to change much of my game plan or anything.
But also part of like the academy. it's all teaching. And I think this, especially for Mephrit, is the good stack to go.
Yeah.
Because you want all those shooting buffs in order.
I agree. Yeah, I like it. No, I think you've got a good code strategy there. So I spent my 2 CPs, I'm down to 8. And that's pre-game, so I won't get any back.
So in my first turn, I go up to 10.
Yep.
I'm going to, mine will be done, this unit of warriors here, and this unit of warriors here, so they both get +1 to hit. And then Illuminous Ceres is going to buff this unit here. Whoop. So I roll a d3 and they get a buff.
Okay.
It's a 1, +1 strength.
Okay, very nice. Yeah.
Then this reanimator will affect this unit, so they get +1 to their reanimation rolls.
Yeah.
And this one will do this unit here.
Very nice. Yeah.
Boom. Boom, boom.
Also, mate, Tigerius, just for you, will make that unit of infiltrators, intercessor back there, -1 hit. Okay.
Cool. So we're just gonna bimble forward. They don't really need to present themselves because they can do an action whilst they're in there.
So just a bit of bimbling is what's going on over there, yeah? Bit of bimbling. Okay, nice. Any questions from the chat yet?
Not really questions, more so just a lot of observations about the lists. So a lot of people are saying how they've had success with the objective secured dynasty, with the 6-inch pre-game move.
Yep.
Someone asked, Joe, why have you taken 2 reanimators?
Because I've gone for such a warrior heavy list.
And they do die quite quickly, don't they?
The reanimators die really easy, so it's always nice to have a backup. It is quite. They need to be in line of sight of what they're doing, but they could just stand on a corner and not get shot forward because of how the obscuring rules work. So you can keep them quite well protected.
Yeah.
If your opponent goes first, you've got 1 on either side, and whichever, because obviously in this, if Steve went first, he'd probably pick this unit to shoot. So I pay the 2 CP, he affects that unit. If he went for that unit, I could pay 2 CP and do that one. So it gives you a bit of protection in your list.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
stops you from losing whole units early game.
Yep. Like it.
We've got a question for Steve.
Yep.
It's regarding taking Calgar over Gulliman.
Yeah.
Is there a tactical reason for that, or is it just because you're used to using Gulliman and you prefer using him?
I do like Calgar. Now, a couple of things. We don't have the Gulliman yet on the right base size, so I'd have to rebase him. We've got the 30k version, you see, and that's been a recent acquisition. So I need to paint him, put him on a slightly bigger base than the one he's currently on. So that's pretty much why. Now, I really like Calgar. I think he's still pretty good for what he does. I was always going to take a lieutenant anyway because the relic Seal of Oath is fantastic. If he was a HQ option rather than a Lord of War, I'd be like, yeah, cool, that's fine. But I'm still going to have to pay to take another HQ anyway. So what do you take? Do you take a Tech Marine? Do you take, like, if I was running maybe, like triple Condemptors, where the Tech Marine would give some buffs off as well, and then he goes into the list. That could be an option with Tigerius, is I think an auto-include really. But yeah, it's just an interesting one really in terms of what you could add to the table, because that extra 100 points allows me to actually take, the Primaris Apothecary.
Who is the hero of the Space Marine book, I think.
Yeah, he's brilliant for that 100 points, or the Company Ancient. So do I really want to be using, for example, Gulliman in regards to, his fighting potential? Because if so, then I'm potentially giving up a while we stand, we fight. So I don't have to use Calgar in terms of in the fight phase, but it still gives us buffs and auras, and if he does need to get stuck in, then he can go big fist, which is always nice.
I also like just to sort of add an extra bit to that, I really like how, personally, Calgar's ability for the 6, he gives it's a hit in the command phase and they can go off and do whatever they need to, so if you've got like a combat type unit, if you're wanting to experiment with a certain few things, you've got that in there to be.
Yeah, so your aggressors can take the ability and then move forward and away from that aura, which is always nice. Yeah, like you said, a really good point there. He doesn't need to be so close and babysit them for the whole game.
Are those aggressors underneath the tip of that?
Yes, they are, yes.
Yeah.
We've got someone saying Knight bring a hype.
Well, we had to put him on the table, didn't we?
He is awesome, isn't he?
We needed to bring him on the table to see what he can do.
I finished my first turn.
Okay, the big one.
So I've banners.
Yeah.
Banners.
Banners. It's 3 banners.
Not banners.
3 banners up. And that's it.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm getting ready.
Okay.
Ready for the sudden storm. It's a whirlwind of a first turn.
It is. It's a bold move, Cotton.
But I've gone for very defensive secondaries.
Yeah.
I don't want to walk into aggressor death.
No, you don't.
No.
You don't want to do that. So, my turn 1 then. In the command phase, I am going to just check some ranges around here. So I can move out 5. I am within 18 of them. So I'm going to give a reroll misses to my big unit of 5 aggressors. Okay. Yeah, that is that. Now start moving. Just get rid of my deployment dice.
Come on, guys, do you want to tell me in the chat, who do you think, who have you got for this game? Have you got the Ultramarines, so hashtag Stephen Box, or have we got the Necrons for Mr. Team Coles here?
Mr. Team Coles.
Let me know. I want to see who you're backing here.
They call me Team Coles.
They call you Team Coles.
Team Coles. Ain't a team.
You can be Team Box.
Like Team Ultra Mega Wolf Squadron.
Oh no, not this again. Or Dance Commander.
Yeah.
People saying they're really liking the terrain again. Thank you, big thank you to Foreground for that.
And we've got a bit
nice terrain.
We've got a bit of the old jazzle on it. The crumbs.
We've got some
snow.
vajazzle, yeah.
The crumbs are cork, not cookie. Crushed up cookie.
That is a shame. We've got a Team Box all the way.
Yeah.
Hashtag Necrons. Well,
Yeah.
so not you, Joe, just the Necrons.
Yeah. Necrons as a whole.
Joe for the win on Team Necrons, but the reanimators were a mistake.
Ooh.
Someone's throwing shade.
Big cool. Big cool.
Just wait till I get to roll those reanimation rolls.
We get to see them big rolls, and
Yeah.
every 4 he's gonna
Big rolls.
fist bump the air.
Yeah, every 4+ I roll, you have to build and pay a reanimator. That's the deal?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that one.
Just doing some shifty pokery over it.
A lot of people saying I was quite interested about the aggressors. Obviously, still rocking strong with them, even with the supposed nerfs to them. But
There's still a unit that can advance and still shoot because they're assault. They still get full rerolls from Chapter Masters. They still hit like a brick in combat.
yeah,
And they're cheaper now
they are.
to put on the table. Like they didn't need the double shoot because, like, if you look at armies like White Scar player would never double shoot them because they're always moving.
No.
So
I think they had a very overloaded rule set anyway, so now it's brought them back in.
also sped the game up a lot more as well.
Yes.
You don't have to double shoot those pesky aggressors. Means you have to roll 100 less dice a turn.
Which is best for all, really.
Well, what's going on here?
Well, just get me engaged in all fronts, aren't I? 6 from the centre. Yeah. Touching some cover. Happy days.
Have you crossed the line?
I think I've crossed it, mate.
Oh. We're ready.
Happy with that?
I'm just putting the list back in the chat, guys, so obviously if you want to have a look and ask any questions, feel free.
Got to keep you honest.
You got to keep me honest, son. You got to keep me honest. Okay, cool. So,
Obviously, that Eliminator squad has got a death wish.
Well, you know, got to give you something, haven't I? Got to give you a kill at least. But I can put a bit of pressure on, you know, and I'm happy to do that. Always happy to put a bit of pressure on the old Joe. So I'm going to advance these aggressors.
It's a 1.
Of course it is.
Do you want to re-roll that one?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Spend the CP?
No, I'm just going to push them just over here. Then just moving my intercessors forward 6 inches,
Yeah.
just to touch that cover, and then get me that. So they're raising a banner there. The other intercessors over there are going to raise that banner. Then we've got... What are these eliminators going to do, you know?
Run out and die.
Run out and die?
Run out and die, that's what they're good for.
Okay. Now, getting a 1 on my advance was not great. Not the best start I've ever had in my life. Anyway, there we have it. They're actually just going to come this way. They're going to shimmy on round like that.
Shimmy!
Okay. Now that does... Are you right at the edge of that, mate?
Hmm?
You right on the edge of that?
Am I right on the edge?
Of there, in there.
Yes.
Okay. That changes things ever so slightly then.
Team Chop Fest.
I'm going to pull these aggressors back a bit.
I'm looking forward to see what the Nightbringer does in this game.
He is like a myth and legend like character. You just hear about all the things he's going to do.
You hear about all the things that he does, but in the playtesting with him, he has died turn 2 every game.
Brutal.
He's just, in my opinion, he's a little bit weak. He dies too easy.
Dies too easy, yeah?
Yeah.
Or do I want to go that way? Nice little -1 to hit's quite good.
We've got a question from Aaron Kennedy.
Yeah.
He's asking, do we think 20 Necron Warriors is the new 30 boys?
Could be.
I think it's likely.
Yeah, they are very good Necron Warriors. They're probably the best unit in the Codex.
Yeah.
And thank you, Simon, for a very nice comment here. It's his first time watching it live and he's immediately subscribed. So thank you very much, Simon, for that.
What a top lad.
Lad.
Giving you a thumbs up. You can't see it. But big thumbs up there, Simon. Thank you very much.
We do like thumbs.
We do. We do. It's
Well, as long as they're the way up and not the way down.
Always.
Alright, I'm actually gonna... So both these units are within 6 of my lieutenant, okay?
Good.
And they're all touching cover.
Cool.
Tempted to come over here with that unit, but thinking just keeping them in there, get my -1 to hit, bit of a kind of stop you from firing at them, but I can still get line of sight on that warrior unit. So we're going to kick off first of all with the psychic phase, and I'm going to cast Veil of Time. So I will strike first. Cool. That fails at the moment on a 5, and I think I get a +1 to that. We'll just see what it goes off on now. I do get a +1, so it is going off on a 6 at the moment.
I think it is a 7.
Could be a 7.
But it might be, but 6 just feels a little bit...
6 is right.
6 feels.
It's gone off. Yeah.
It's too easy.
It's gone off. Then what I'm going to do is Null Zone.
Oh, the big one.
That's gone off as well. So Null Zone's off. So if you want to come towards my aggressors, that'd be fantastic. I'll turn off those invulnerable saves.
I'm on it. Brilliant.
Okay. So that's the psychic phase done. Then what we're doing is we're now going to open up in the shooting phase. These unit of suppressors here are going to fire at those
warriors.
Those warriors, yeah.
Just while you're rolling your hit dice, got another question regarding Necrons again. So we've got, what do we think of the Scorpec Destroyers, and do you think they serve better in use 5 or 6?
I don't think you should take them at all. I don't think that they're good enough. Because the problem with anything with more than 2 wounds with reanimation protocols is that you're very rarely going to be getting whole models back. So for instance, if this was a unit of 5, Steve shot these guys here and killed 1, they get back up on 5, so you have to roll 3 5+ dice, which statistically is never going to happen. Then this unit over here of suppressors shoots them, kills another one, you won't get that one back. The third unit of suppressors shoots them, kills them, you're not going to get back. So if he kills the whole unit before you get to resolve, you're never going to get any models.
Yeah, split firing against those destroyers is definitely the way forward. So anyway, I'm going to pump 9 shots in there, not get any re-rolls. I do like getting that extra shot, But a bit of a whiffer there. Missed with 6, hit with 3.
Yeah.
Wounding on a 3. 2, mate.
2 at minus 2.
Yeah, it's
Three.
-2 now. Yeah, it's -2. Because I'm in Devastated Doctrine.
Yeah. Does it start off with -2 or does it start off with -1?
It starts off at -1.
Ah, so I've got 6 succeeds. I failed both of them. Then I need to roll 2 4 pluses. I rolled 2 3s.
Excellent. 2
Off
down.
to a flying start.
Oh well, both having a whiffer, is it?
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of the, it's gonna be a slow game, guys.
It's because we've swapped dice.
We'll just rule out turn 1.
Yeah.
Just go straight to turn 2.
Steve wanted the blue dice because he's on Ultramarines.
These Eradicators are gonna shoot them.
Same unit.
Same unit. Getting the blast keyword I'm going for.
Yeah. -1 to hit though, aren't you?
Getting to see those new Eliminator changes already.
Yeah, so I'm hitting on 3s, missed with 6 out of 9. Strong move.
Strong.
Strong start from me as always. 2, mate.
Minus.
Be -1, I think now. Let me just double check what the eliminated profiles are because they have got a million. It's -1.
So 5s. Both fail. 4s. Oh, a past 1. See? Reanimator paid for himself.
There we go.
Okay.
He's done his one bit.
Next unit is going to do exactly the same. The one that's off the top here.
Yeah.
Much better that time.
There's a lot of 6s going on here.
Not that it makes any difference whatsoever. By the way, Jay, got a CP at the start of my turn. I'm on 9 now.
You're on 9.
We're looking for 3s. So that is 3 6 saves this time, mate. -1.
5s. I failed 2.
Okay, nice.
And then 4s. Failed 1.
Cool. Cool.
So 1 dead.
Chipping away then, chipping away. Next unit of suppressors are going to carry on. In fact, next what I'm going to do is going to open up with this unit of aggressors here.
Yeah.
This unit here is out of range.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go with this 5 that are in range of 18, okay?
Cool. Are you -1 because I'm in trees?
No, because your front of your unit isn't in the cover.
Oh, fair.
You couldn't have took the objective and get the -1, okay?
Had to weigh up the options there.
Unfortunately, I'm not double firing, am I?
We'll get a tiny Biden out.
Oh no!
Boo-hoo!
Boo-hoo! Boo-hoo!
Let's see if they do the work even without the double firing.
Now, I'm tempted to slip them into Tactical Doctrine, because you're not going to get a cover save there, are you? How many CPs is it for me just to slip them into Tactical Doctrine for the turn?
I think it's 2 because it gives you all doctrines, doesn't it?
There's a
Oh, but the Ultramarines one.
Yeah. I should have played at the start of my movement phase, do you mind?
That's fine.
That's fine, thank you very much.
very sportsmanlike.
Yeah, so we're going to go down to, do I get my CP back on a 5+? I do.
I think it was kind of obvious who they were going to shoot at when they came out of the building.
Well, yeah, as I was pre-measuring, yeah. So this is 18 shots. I probably need a bit more dice. Can you lend me some, please?
Or we go. Steve just wants his nice red dice back.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
The problem is they go to this side of the table and then I never see them.
Thank you. And I am re-rolling misses. Because
Did you advance?
not with these ones, no. Just a solid move, mate.
Hmm.
Oh, there's a 1 there. Cocked. Beautiful. Now this is just the flat 6 shots.
Okay.
I've still got the top
That's
guns,
fine. That's
alright?
fine.
Which obviously are blasts, so they're getting this flat 6 as well.
Winning.
So I basically get this many shots again. Reroll my 1s because I'm within aura range of Lieutenant.
Yeah. You're actually rolling well for a change. It's unlike you.
I don't know.
It's that stream hype. It's to get you that stream
Yeah.
win.
I don't know.
How many is it?
5, 10, 13 so far. But obviously, I've got my top guns. You know, you can just, it's 13 so far.
11, 12, 13.
But don't do your reanimation, obviously, because.
Yeah. 5s. Well, it's a good thing you went into Tactical Doctrine because I've just lost 12.
Excellent.
I've got Ben in the chat who's just asking why we're wearing masks, and it's purely just for obviously all the COVID-19 regulations. We want to make sure we're all in line with everything and all government guidelines.
Yeah, also, like, Joe's actually in my support bubble. But look, we want to support people wearing face masks. If that's what the government guidelines is, so it's our kind of like way of showing support for it. So yeah, that's kind of why as well. It keeps us, limits risk. We hand sanitize in and out the building and everything like that. And we're very careful on the old hygiene front as well. So yeah, got to do your part, haven't you?
Everyone's got to do their bit.
Yeah.
I hope that was a whiffer.
Now, bro. So apparently, aggressors are dead. I don't believe it. I think aggressors have still got play.
You got them on the hype train.
Yeah, 4, 8, 12, 14 that time. 14.
14, 5 up saves.
And how many got left?
3.
So they're dead.
Oh, they're dead.
They're dead. So no reanimation for you, my friend.
No.
No. Now, so what I was trying to get you to do, I was actually trying to get you to bait out the moving over, the reanimation.
Well, I've got reanimation on both units.
Oh, okay.
Because of the...
See, my play was there. If you only, I suppose this is the benefit of having 2 of the reanimators rather than 1. Is if you only had the 1, I could bait you over to switch it, and then go back to firing of that unit over there, and that was the goal. So next up, we're going to go over this, units here. So the first unit, normally I would do these all at the same time because it just makes life so much quicker. But because of your silly rules,
Silly rules.
I've got to do this individually. Now, unfortunately, I should have spent a CP to increase older Calgar's aura.
That is a new Space Marine stratagem, isn't it?
No, it's Ultramarines one.
Oh.
Yeah, should have spent that. But I am getting reroll ones. So just 2 saves on that unit there.
2 saves.
So that was a mistake on my part. Again, too much chatting, not enough time thinking. And then another 2, 4, 6. These all at -2.
So is that 8 saves or 6 saves?
Well, you had 2 from the first lot,
Yeah.
so they have to be done separately because that's a different unit.
So that's from that one?
Yeah.
So the first 2. Pass 1, fail 1.
So roll 1 dice.
4 up. It's a fail.
Okay,
It's a
so
3.
and then roll all those together.
6. These are 6s.
Yeah.
Oh, pass 2.
Okay.
Then 4s. Oh, all the 3s are coming out today. 3 3s there, so 3 more dead.
4 dead, mate. You rolled 3 for. Oh, you rolled a 5, didn't you? Yeah. Beautiful. And that, unfortunately, is the end of my shooting phase. I'm happy I've got some warriors down, so they're going to need a morale check, mate.
So, morale check. On a roll of 1, they pass. On anything else, they fail. It's a 3.
Yep.
So 1 runs away.
Yep. And then 6 dice. Ideally 6 1s, please, Joe.
1 1.
Ooh, take that.
1 more pips off.
I like it. So that is the end of my turn. So I'm just going to get engaged in all fronts for 2 points as I'm in the 3 quarters. And I've got my banners up. But yeah. Joe, do I want to... Hang on a second. Is it worth declaring a charge? Where's your warden?
Yeah.
He's back there anyway, so you can just fall back and shoot me, basically.
Yeah, regardless.
But it does mean they wouldn't be able to fall back. I'm actually going to attempt the charge,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually going to attempt the charge. Now, I'm within 10. Hang on, let's measure to there. I am going to be -2 because that... I'm going to need to roll a 12.
Well, let's give it a whirl.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Oh.
No, it's an 8. No. Okay, cool.
So, the start of my turn, I hold 3.
Yep.
But I don't hold more, so I get 10.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 banners up.
Yep.
So
3 points for the banners.
3 points for the banners.
Okay.
Seeing as I've lost a whole unit already, I'm going to have to resorb this unit.
Ooh, he's gone for the resorb.
How many on the banners, Joe?
3.
3.
Cool.
So that is
Thank you.
10 dice. Because I've got the special resorb, they go up on 4s.
Okay.
Reroll the 1s.
Mm-hmm.
So 7. Get back up.
Ugh. Grim.
Not good.
7.
That's your once per game though, right?
That is once per game.
Yep.
Boop, boop. Boop.
So again, just to remind guys, the lists are in the chat again, so if any of you want to have a look at them.
So it's interesting where you have to place your models, because it doesn't actually say that I'm aware of.
No, the only time there is a... Because you have to put them back in unit coherency, and you put them back one at a time, so each one has to go down, because it's over 6, 2 within 2.
The only thing I personally feel is obviously they've died in one place, and all of a sudden they've appeared 6 inches forward.
Yeah, but it's like when Gilliman... If Gilliman died in the middle of a combat here...
That's because there's a middle of a combat.
Yeah. But if he dies, he has to come back as close as possible, which is over there.
But they're not as close as possible, right? But so it's just something that I would love GW to basically change and say, look, they need to just get back up where they were.
It's like the pink horror, blue horror, yellow horror.
Because otherwise, what you can end up doing is daisy chaining them right out to get, you know, a huge sort of benefit.
Yeah.
And it's weird where, a model's been killed, he's died on the floor, and he's trying to reassemble, but all of a sudden he's managed to move faster than his actual unit movement. I'm just saying, you play the game how you wish. But don't let it lose your immersion, though, Joe, by any means, okay?
Well,
don't let it lose that immersion for you.
Well, they've walked forward and the rest have joined behind. That's how. So,
if you want to gain some extra movement, my friend, it's fine.
Jobby protocol. So, my will be done from the Warlord will go onto the Lich Guard and onto this unit here, and then obviously the reanimation beam will go on them and on the Lich Guard. Illuminus Azeres will buff up those Lich Guards.
Real quick, Joe, can you just double check? I've just had someone ask in the chat. Can you just double check what Zaraz can buff?
It's a good question. I think it might only be warriors.
Warriors and immortals.
He can buff. At the end of your movement phase, you can select one friendly Necrons core unit.
Oh, very nice.
Here we go. Big
Boom.
If he can pick up one dead guy, and if it's a Necron warrior unit,
D3.
It's D3.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to do that now. So get D3 back.
There we go.
It's 3.
Of course it is.
It's big 3.
So back up to the 15.
Of course it is. What a waste of time that was. Are you coming even closer again? Is that right? Boop. Just reanimate.
There you go.
Okay. So I see. That's all right, Joe. Don't you let that lose your immersion by any means, all right?
And the Lich Guard are now
some dirty tactics Joe's gone for there.
toughness 6.
Oh, good.
The Lich Guard are toughness 6 now.
Yes.
Okay, that's nice.
So just to confirm to Jason Roberts in the chat, Lich Guard are in fact core.
Yes,
so
they are.
They don't have as many core units as Space Marines, the old Necrons, but once they do have a quite tasty.
Thing is, I could come out,
You could.
shoot lots of stuff, but there's a big old unit of aggressors in there. A lot of boys. Shooting boys.
And they are within 5 of the front. No more of that me needing to advance anymore, you know?
That's what we like to see. Now if you advance with them, it's all good.
Absolutely. He's gone for it. Those warriors.
He's there waddling along.
The waddle.
Got a lot of praise for the new reanimation protocol. Definitely a very nice buff for the old Necrons there.
Well, it's an interesting one because I really feel like anything with more than a wound doesn't really benefit that much, especially with a 3-wounder. They need, I think, something else. I don't know. I would like to see it's so hard to actually get one back if you've got 3 wounds, which is really hard from a balance perspective, I assume, because obviously you don't want just all these, like 40-point models jumping back up so easily. There needs to be some element of control on that. Whereas, I don't feel too bad apart from Joe's extra movement on those warriors, because it is breaking my immersion, obviously.
It's all about that immersion.
Guys, this is a bit of an ongoing joke me and Joe have, right? Anytime I do something, Joe's like, but don't ruin my immersion. So I'm just using it back on him now, So, anyway.
It's alien technology.
Yeah.
You pander to him, you do all the nice rocks and everything, and then he goes and does that.
I give him some fajazzle on the table, and he just... Yeah, so there's a lot of warriors now. But yeah, getting back to that point, it must be really hard to balance, which is a 40-point unit. So, again, every army needs to have those abilities to play around it. Anyway. It is tasty getting a whole 15 squad back.
It is nice. It definitely is a welcomed change, I think, for a lot of long-time Necron fans.
It actually, like, when you look at the Orc Boy units and like things like the ability to get the entire squad back,
Yeah.
the new leadership, the way leadership works now is so much better because you're not forced to spend those 2 CPs. Because yes, your Orcs are going to fail a morale check, but you don't have to spend 5 CPs to get that full unit back. You can take the loss of 1 model, and then you can take the loss of rolling some 1s and 2s. But as long as you've got 1 model left, and you can kind of work that out averagely, then yeah, you can just spend the 3 CPs and bring the whole unit back. So actually, leadership, I really like the way that works now in this edition. It actually benefits, ironically, big old mass units. And I think so many people have been scared of this whole blast rule that they've been scared away from the big size units, but I think they're still playable in 9th edition.
I think it's the case of so many people are not taking hordes because they're worried people taking blast.
Yeah.
And no one wants to take blast because no one's taking hordes.
Yeah.
So then you bring your hordes back.
Yeah.
And it's this big, like,
We're
Tenga
in a horde meta. You know,
do you
that's
go
why,
with 10 models? Ooh.
yeah, aggressors are back. Oh, okay, so they've all come out to play then.
Yep, it's happening.
It's happening.
Joey's going hard or going home, I think.
Go hard or go home on the table. So we've got, what, a good 30 warrior. I mean, these eliminators, they are, you know, there's 3 of them, and I'm getting +2 to my cover save.
Just want to confirm for a question that I had in the chat for Kyle.
Yeah.
Is there any units in reserve?
No.
No, it's all on the table, Kyle. As you see, it's all out and about.
It's all
Well,
out
the
about.
good news is none of your eliminators get
Cover.
cover.
Excellent.
Ooh.
Because your code.
Yeah.
Have a lot of people, after your sort of speech about the reanimation protocol, Steve, saying, yeah, but the apothecary's fine, isn't it?
Hey, that's different.
We'll take a no comment on that one.
Hey, that's Space Marines, yeah?
Yeah, it's okay.
But the difference is, I think Apothecary can only bring back 1, 2 models,
2, yeah.
not an entire squad. You haven't gone from 1 model to... If I went from like 1 aggressor to 5, bit of a problem.
So this unit of warriors here,
Yeah.
they're going to shoot them because they're the only ones that they can shoot.
Okay.
You will get your cover save
Ooh,
against
beautiful.
these guys.
Okay.
So I'm hitting you on 3.
As someone asked, what on the table?
Oh, by the way, these here are -1 to hit because of old...
Because made up rules.
because made up Tigerius rules, yeah.
So, just as a reminder, everyone, that's Tigerius' Master of Prescience rule. So you can pick an Ultramarine within 6 and then -1 to hit.
So you've got
3 saves?
3 saves, 2 are at -2. Oh no, 2 are at -2, 1's at -1.
Right, so 1 at -1, so
Yeah.
back on my 2+ at the -1. Yeah?
Yeah.
There's a 1.
It's a 1.
No.
Of course it is. And then the other 2 on a 2+.
Yeah.
On a 3+, sorry. They're okay.
Oh.
They're
So I lost a wound. Cool.
That's confirming.
Then
3+ is better.
the reanimator's going to have a pop.
Go on then.
He hits on 4s.
Yeah.
He's hit once.
Okay.
He wounds on 3s. He has wounded. It is.
I'm just going to roll a dice.
It's -3. 1 damage.
Does he ignore cover?
No, because you're not in half range.
It's a 6.
Oh,
I'm like, no good, sir.
big VT symbol coming in there.
Big. I don't see him often, but when I do like it. Yeah.
Illumina's going to shoot you now.
Oh, please.
D3 shots.
Big man.
It's cocked. It's 2 shots.
Yeah, okay.
Hits on 2s.
Yeah.
2 hits.
Nice, I like it, yeah.
Strength 8.
Okay. 2s.
Both wounds.
Yep.
-4.
Okay. 6s. No, it'll be 5s, but fail anyway.
Yeah,
So.
first one, D6 damage. Kills 1.
Okay.
Next one.
1, please. Oh,
2.
2.
Kills
Oh,
another 1.
oh, yeah, they've only got 2 wounds left. Don't you? No, yeah. They're not aggressors.
Jake, I'll just double check you're on 12 CP.
I'm on 11 CP.
I'll just change that. I keep getting the CP mixed. I'm going to be able to change it.
Then. What's half of 39? 20.
39.
39.
Yeah, because his gun's
19.5.
36-inch range.
It's 19.5.
19.5.
Quick maths.
So he's going to shoot at those up there.
Okay.
So he gets 6 shots.
Nice.
He
Nice.
hits on 3.
Mhm.
He's missed twice.
Okay.
Got a lot of people not loving the reanimator, but then there's this one guy just carrying on about how much he loves Zeras. It is a beautiful model. I
Yeah.
really like him.
Wounded you on 3s.
3.
3 wounds.
Yep.
1 is at minus. So you're in half range.
Right.
So so that's -4.
Okay, one dead.
And then because it's flat 2 damage.
And then 2.
And then 2
Yeah.
at -3.
It cocks. 5, so no
You don't
cover.
get cover.
So that's a unit dead then, 2 damage each.
Yeah.
That's painful.
And that is the relic gun for the Warden.
That's nice, mate. It's a strong gun, that one, yeah.
He does
Punchy, that.
He does the work.
I think that code has really helped you in a few places here, yeah.
Yeah, so
This will be -1 to hit this unit, because they are fully in that
so
terrain
they're going
feature.
to be hitting you on 4s now, because they weren't in range of the Lord at the time. Boop, boop, boop.
I think it's a big sort of one to know. I know a lot of people are sort of giving the Reanimator a bit of hate, but I think just wait as the game goes on. Obviously now the bigger blobs of warriors.
I'm just going to shoot that entire blob at there.
Okay then, you do that.
So it's 15 shots.
Okay.
And what unit are they going into, Joe?
The unit
of
that are in
3
dense cover.
Suppressors. So in the dense cover, so that would make them -1 to hit.
-1 to hit.
Might not hit. But what I'm going to do,
Does a ruin...
We're just grabbing the song.
I've got CP to burn.
You have got a lot of CP to burn.
So I'm going to spend 1 CP to give it exploding 6s. So every 6 to hit.
So 1 CP for exploding 6s.
Yeah, generates another hit.
Yep.
6s to hit, another CP, which puts me down to 9.
So 9.
6s to hit, automatically wound.
Cool.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend another CP, putting me down to 8.
Oh.
6s to wound, do a mortal wound to a maximum of 3.
Fantastic. So that is a lot of CP there. So that's
So I spent 3 CP.
So he's
Supposed to be
now
down to
down
8.
to 8.
Yeah.
Just as a quick one, NID 316, and the reason that we've given the while we stand we fight at the start of the game is just so that it's easier.
Yeah, for
to
you
do
guys.
to do it in the end, because otherwise. We're all going to get confused, and it's rather just put it there now.
And also, it's kind of nice, I think, to see the score go down if you pick one off. I think that's
It's
quite
very
good.
rare you see that score.
Yeah.
So
adds the drama.
And because when you roll to hit, if it automatically wounds, the wound roll is the same as what the hit roll is. So basically, the 6s to hit also do the mortal wound as well as the wounding.
Just before you do,
are you sure? Because that's never how it's been worked before.
But the extra generated 6s to hit, the extra hits that are generated by the 6s also
try not to tap because it will affect the audio.
Also, they don't automatically wound. I have to roll to wound for those.
So,
I've just had a few people just ask they're believing that's only for one model for one attack. Is
What's that?
The 6s doing an auto wound strat? I think we may be getting confused, but just always best to double check. So if you're never sure, it's always good to just quickly have a look in the book.
Absolutely.
So use a stratagem in your shooting phase when a Mephrit unit from your army is selected to shoot. Until the end of the phase, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, an unmodified wound roll of 6 inflicts 1 mortal wound on the target, in addition to any normal damage. To a maximum of 3 mortal wounds can be inflicted per phase by the stratagem.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
But again, always good to check.
But those 6s, you'll still have to roll for them.
Yes.
Again, always good to check on the rules, especially with the new books when you're not too sure. So
you've got 3 automatic wounds,
I've got 3 automatic wounds.
Okay.
I'm hitting you on 4s.
Yeah.
So take those
and
out.
then 6s generate extra hits?
So 6s generate extra hits.
Is that what you said, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So the 6s, so I'll put these aside because these are the automatically wounded ones.
Yeah.
Okay?
But you've got 3 additional hits, you said?
Yeah, so the 6s that were already in the tray, I've left in there.
Did you have to roll those again, or they just explode?
They just automatically go off. And then
To
I'm
wound?
wounding you on 4s.
Yeah.
I rolled 1 6. It's a mortal wound. And that's...
So 1 mortal wound.
And 7 saves.
And 7 saves. 3...
At -1.
Okay. Bit of a whiffer, guys. So I've lost... I've got 1 guy left on a wound. So 1 dead, 2 dead, and a mortal wound. Okay.
those suppressors being suppressed themselves.
Any other units I can fire, by the way?
I do have some more warriors that can shoot.
Okay, so I'll leave this guy here because then he'll be out of line of sight. Cool. Did not like that.
No,
did not
I
like
don't
that.
think those suppressors were a big fan.
No, they did not like that. But that was 3 CPs he's put into killing 2 guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have traded that.
But it's one of those, I'm shooting at maximum range, and the suppressors, if there's going to be a unit that's going to kill my reanimators at the moment,
it's going to be them suppressors.
it's going to be the suppressors.
Okay.
Joe loves his reanimator.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to see it die.
Well, the reanimators are what keeps your army in the game, if you're running lots of war.
So what's next then, mate?
This unit here, of 15,
You're going to shoot that unit?
is going to shoot that unit there.
Okay. So we'll get cover, because obviously I'm over half inches,
Yeah.
Half range. So you hitting on 3s again?
What I might do, what I should have done, is I'm going to pay a CP, it's supposed to be down to 7,
Yeah.
which means that the solar pulse. Solar pulse means I ignore cover and shoot at that unit.
Okay, right.
So I'm hitting you on 3s. That's cocked. That's cocked. No, I'm hitting you on 2s because I put my will be done on them.
This is a quick one. I know the camera keeps turning off the player cams, but it's just because of how the camera works. You may have some slight interference, but don't let it be on very quickly after.
Ooh.
If the player cam ever goes off, I need to basically buy a new attachment for the camera. Unfortunately, the camera switches off every 30 minutes, just for a few seconds. So I need to buy a new lead. Literally, camera equipment is like, you need a lead for this. You need a lead for that. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
I know you just bought this camera, but it doesn't have any of this.
So you've got 4 saves at -1.
Yeah.
On those, ignoring cover, and 1 save at -2.
Okay, so lose a guy. Am I within 6 of my banner? No.
That banner holding the army together.
Unless I had 3 inches to that for maybe some reasons, that would be lovely. Let's have a little cheeky look.
So just to confirm, Quinn, yes, this is 2,000 points Strike Force. It was Incursion?
Strike Force, yeah.
Strike Force game, so we're playing on the 60 by 44 inch board, using it's a retrieval mission from the GT pack.
Well then, Joe, what are we doing next, mate?
This unit here,
Yep.
I'm going to charge him.
Okay.
Because I've got no other shooting.
Okay.
Unless, can he see him?
Yep.
Oh, you can see him. We'll shoot him. So 4 shots, or 6 shots, 3 hits, wounding on 3s. I'm going to re-roll that one.
Okay.
It's supposed to be down to 6. Oh.
2.
2 wounds at -3.
Okay, roll a 5, so lose the wound. It's got a wound left. Okay.
Now the warriors will charge.
Okay, it's going to be -2 to your charge, because obviously you're going over a crater.
What if I go around it?
Okay.
Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I've rolled a 10.
I think you're in.
Yeah. Can you heroically intervene?
No.
Just a reminder for next game, Joe, someone just pointed out in the chat, you missed your Catan powers.
But the powers I've taken for the Catan are both line of sight.
Oh, okay, so because he's behind the wall, he couldn't see anybody, so that's why.
So you're going 8, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to go 8.
Okay. It's tempted to Overwatch there. Would have been nice.
Why didn't you? Out of interest.
Just one guy in it.
That's what they all say.
It's going to be
just
like
one guy.
Just one guy.
That's what they said. John Wick. I
Just-
look how that ended.
I mean, yeah. I'll roll it out. I'll see what happens. Let's say I was just,
Well, that's what that made me want for VT plus.
Nah, you would have missed them all. Yeah, no, I'm glad I didn't spend that CP. It would have been a waste.
Imagine.
Yeah. What are we doing there? Bit of shifty.
I'm just making sure they're in range
Go on,
because it's an aura ability.
Okay.
So if they leave the 6 inches from the animator, they lose their.
Roll it out because you're going to get what? Only people within half an inch of half an inch, yeah? So what's that? 6 attacks, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 attacks. I'm going to make you roll it. Go on, roll it. Roll it for the guys. Because I reckon you're going to whiff it. And then I'm going to stay there. And then you're not going to deny me in this quarter.
Thank you very much, Raf Star, for a really nice comment about the stream. Obviously, as we
Well,
do more, we'll figure it all more out. But thank you very much.
this unit's hitting on 2s.
Go on then.
And a strength 5.
Get on with it then.
Oh. They really are warriors.
3s.
Mm-hmm.
4 saves.
Easy. Easy. Oh, I passed them all! Baby! Oh, and he's going to get 3 attacks back. Because he's a Sarge,
Good job.
obviously. You ready for this? He's going to take 3 warriors down. No, missed twice, he wasn't happy.
Does he not get an extra for shock assault?
I suppose, yeah, I would, wouldn't I? Yeah. I mean, he's missed in not wounded, so he's a bit shocked.
It's more he's shocked.
He's a bit shell shocked by the whole approach.
Yeah.
But Joe, how do you feel about that?
I'm annoyed that he stayed there.
And I let you shoot the reanimator, which you could argue maybe couldn't. I'm just winding you up, mate.
Yeah,
but that's only mean you're going to get 2 now.
I'm only getting 2 points on my Purge the Vermin.
You got greedy trying to kill a suppressor.
I know, if I just chopped him off.
Joe's problem, he gets greedy.
It's taking that gamble, isn't it?
He loves a bit of split fire, that Joe.
Yeah, he does.
Should have
He needs to
confirmed
be
it.
focused and informed.
I'm not focused like a robot.
You're not playing the Necron way. You're not.
No.
He's like loose like spaghetti.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
You
over.
know what I would say? That's ruining my immersion.
Yeah.
Not being that robot.
So, points on the scores then.
Scores and draws.
Scores and draws. I get 3 for. I'm not going to throw more out.
Sorry, just to confirm, Joe, did you get any for Purge the Vermin?
2
2.
points.
2 points.
2 points for Purge the
Because
Vermin.
my boy's still there.
Oh, love him.
He's still there, hugging it. He's there, just
Right,
loving
so
life.
2 points that one. I'll just update all that. See
Yeah, boy.
Just go through all your points on them.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we do.
So rude.
Yep.
You could argue that he's not fully in the tablecloth, but that's fine.
Well, we agreed earlier, so.
Yeah.
So
We agreed earlier he was.
you're getting 3 for your banners
Yeah.
Yep, 3 for my banners.
and for your primary.
Just 10.
Is this just 10?
Because I'm not holding more. I think now that game's going to go
Yeah.
for a while. All right.
That's taking you on to a big 4.
This is where we want the monolith just to be like, badoosh, straight in the middle.
Skadoosh.
Well, I'm excited to see the number, not gonna lie.
Right, guys, if I walk in front of the camera, I do apologise.
Sometimes these things have to be done. So just to confirm, Eric, yes, for Purge the Vermin, it needs to be wholly within to get the points for that one. So that's why.
We agreed it earlier.
We agreed at the start of the stream. So obviously, if you want, you can rewind the stream to have a look back at all the sort of introductory discussions with that one. But obviously, we can.
And those eliminators are great because they can they can infiltrate. So I just need to put them that distance away, that just confirm things to that side.
Obviously, playing this matchup for the first time, it's all about sort of learning those sort of hooks.
The minutiae.
It is.
The minutiae. When do I get my boy back up? Because I'm thinking I want a suppressor back.
I think you do it at the end of your movement.
I think it is, but I'm checking.
Just to double check, obviously, you're in the tactical doctrine now.
Absolutely.
So that is now the Ultramarines Super Doctrine, as it is named, which basically just means that they will count as remaining stationary.
Yeah, so it means my suppressors can move around and not take the negative, which is great. Where is it? What's it called, that thing? Can't even see it. Guerrilla Tactics, Troop. Where's that? Why is it?
Selfless Healer.
Yeah, something like that. When you when you're trying to find a stratagem, you're like, where is it in the new book? Smoke screen, shockwave.
Is it one of the brown ones?
Combat retrieval is called.
That's it.
End of your movement phase. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
So you can get him into position, mate, to those units.
Yeah. It kind of makes me sad because I prefer end of movement phase stuff than command phase stuff, because a lot of the Necron stuff is all done in the command phase, which means you have to plan ahead where you want your abilities and auras to affect the next turn.
I think, I definitely agree with that one. Obviously, having a end of move phase one means you're allowed to sort of do it in the moment, whereas in the command phase you're having to plan a whole turn ahead.
So command phase, give my big... let's have a think about this actually, because if I'm not really going to get in range, it might be kind of pointless me putting the reroll misses on them.
Something is vibrating like crazy over there.
It's just your phone.
Don't worry about that.
Just throw it. Just throw it out the door.
You got Apple Care, my machine.
Use the start of the first battle of the... Okay, that's that one.
Yeah. The plan for the Necrons in the future is to have loads of immortals.
Yeah.
Because that entire having an army like
This.
like the Marines have at the moment, having an army of all toughness 5 single wound models is brilliant.
So I gain a CP and go up to 10. I'm then going to spend 2 CP. So basically, every 6 I roll is an additional minus AP.
Oh.
When I'm in the this doctrine with rapid fire assault weapons.
And that is an Ultramarine.
That's an Ultramarines one, yeah. Okay. Beautiful. So I'm going to go for that.
Oh no, the tree.
Not the tree.
The trees are a bit drunken, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's all the shooting at them.
It does make me slightly sad that the Royal Warden hits on 3s and not 2s. Because he'd be a monster if he could hit on 2s.
He is a very nice model.
Oh!
Oh,
They're coming out to play.
oh, here we go.
The aggressors are getting involved.
It's that Super Doctrine Ultramarine special
They want it.
coming out to play.
They absolutely want it.
I really want the Nightbringer to be like the Nightbringer from Dawn of War, which is like the size of the whole building. He's just a little baby. He's a baby
He was
bringer.
there, wasn't he? I'm tempted now. I could. Do you know what? I'm going to advance his suppressor because I'm not going to fire him this turn.
Yeah.
It's getting me 3 inches, so he's going to be going 15,
Ooh, fancy.
and he's just going to sneak into that quarter.
Ooh,
You know,
that is fancy.
it just means that you've got something else you've got to put some shots into that you probably don't really want to.
The Royal Warden will sort him out.
No.
So you're like, pop, pop. Thanks for coming.
That's right, bro. You ain't doing that. And then what we're going to do over here is, I don't really want to get anywhere close to this lot.
You want
We've got a bit of a Mexican standoff is what
Yeah.
we've got going on over here.
the Lich Guard are just waiting, like proper psyching themselves up.
Yeah.
It's all pistols and dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to give reroll misses actually to this big 5-man unit, obviously, from Calgar.
Yep.
This unit here is going to advance 2. So basically just going 5, because I'm going to be minus movement, aren't I? Or I could go 7 round to there. So if I go just to there, not actually touch go over it.
Only one's going to be in range.
Yeah, so let's go back there, see if I can get any extra... if I go
Extra
5.
movement if you put them back in a dodgy place.
Yeah, well they were
What's this
touching that
madness?
wall, so if I just go 5 inches forward, I'll do that.
Yeah.
And then should be within 18. We'll just do that instead.
Mm.
And then this unit will advance as well.
Exciting.
3. So going a bit further. Going 6.
So really just controlling that centre of the board there.
That's what Marines just do so well. Just like sit in the middle of the table. Because the entire army is toughness 5.
So nice.
Ridiculous.
Just got a question from Stephen H asking where do we get these craters from?
All from foreground.
All from Foreground. So you can
Yeah.
check the sponsors all in the description. Foreground, they do all the terrain here for us. And
Yeah, you can even get the snow to sprinkle on it.
Mhm.
You're feeling a bit fancy.
so you too can vajazzle your board like you see here.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it's all about here.
It's all about that vajazzling.
Yeah, absolutely.
And immersion.
I'm probably going to have to spend 2 CPs for some desperate breakout action at this point.
You what?
I know. I know.
Jake's not happy about that one.
We're probably going to have to do some desperate breakout action, yeah.
Core rulebook strategy.
Oh,
for
how
all
many
people.
how many CP is it for me to punch him in the head on his way out? Just douche.
1.
It's
I think.
45.
It's 2 CP to leave.
It's TCP to leave.
Yeah, 1 to just
Yeah,
pow.
punch him in the... Yeah, so just as a confirmation of the desperate breakouts, core rulebook
I'll
strategy.
put it in
So
there.
it
Just
means
chill
that
there.
you can move through models if you're in engage, so it means you can't really get tied up as much, which is really useful.
Is it?
Oh, well, depends who you're asking. I think for Steve it's a big one, but for you it's causing that vein on the top of your head to pop out a bit more.
So what Steve's done here is he's just bum rushed in the middle now, which means that it's forcing my hand to have to do something. Should be hide, I imagine.
How are we feeling about the game, guys? Who are you still rooting for your teams at the original start?
Yeah, they're not in the.
Are you thinking, someone's going to go back over to a different side? I'm very unbiased here, so I'm just sort of going to wait till the end and then jump on someone of the feet.
Once I can see the clear winner, that's what I'm.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to go in. You know me, always support the winning team.
Always thinking.
Always thinking.
All my red dice have just bimbled over it.
Just to remind everyone as well, obviously, like Steve said at the start of the stream, there is the free masterclass in this building that you can check out. Can you just remind me the day of that, Steve?
31st of October. It's at 4 PM on a Saturday, so plenty of time for people to get involved with that.
Halloween day, you can sit down all dressed up and watch some masterclass in this building with Mr. Box over here. So, and that is free.
It is.
And we all love free stuff.
We do love free stuff. So they're just going to chill, touch some cover, get some cover saves. I'm going to try and bring my friend's suppressor back. I do it, don't I? That's how it works with this stratagem.
So,
Let's have a little cheeky look at the end of your movement phase. Select the friendly within 3. Yep, cool. With his 4 wounds, he's back on the table.
He's back and better than ever.
He's back and he's loving life.
It's like nothing happened.
Yeah, boom. Love it. Yes.
Oh, thank you, Toby, to say pleasantly surprised to hear Jakey Point's voice on the stream. Thank you. Yeah, it's a very nice opportunity to be able to do this for Vanguard Tactics and hoping to have more appearances in the future.
Oh yeah, you're a regular, mate. You're good at this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do try. It's all that watching football and match of the day. I'm not
surely you want to channel a WWE commentator.
Yeah. Oh my god!
How many CPs have I got left now? Because I just knocked my dice.
You've got 8. So let's see if you want to spend a few more.
Ooh, right, I'm going to spend 2 CPs for some desperate breakout action. I'll roll the dice. See what happens to him. It's a 1.
It's a 1, so he's dead.
He's dead.
Oh no!
Now I've used desperate breakout twice in my life. Both times I rolled a 1.
It's just the way it goes.
I used Desperate Breakout once. I rolled a 1. Then I force exploded the vehicle that was trying to escape anyway. So it worked out for me perfectly fine.
That is what we call a Vanguard Tactics move that you can only see
With
and learn on VT+.
Well,
You say the number you want to roll, and then you just do it.
Right, so Psychic Phase, Null Zone, Baby Null Zone.
It's a 6.
There's a 7.
It's a 7.
Good. Get the +1. Then I'm going to put Veil of Time on my big 5-man unit. That goes off.
Is that an aura ability, or does it just affect that unit?
Just want that big unit of 5, okay? So they're fighting first.
Can you just confirm what Veil of Time does for me?
So it basically means I fight first in the combat phase, and I get to reroll charges.
Which is very helpful for those aggressors.
Yeah, and I put on the big unit, again, because they're like, so if Joe wants to put his Lich Guard into me, I'm fighting first. So he's more than welcome to do so.
So Chad Knight, just to confirm, Joe was aware he didn't have to say the command protocols, but we did it more for the chat just to sort of talk through tactics and especially using the books for the first time, you really want to be explaining it out.
Nothing really I can do about it, and I'm not going to be that guy either. I think, Joe, you can probably trust me on that.
I don't know, we played AOS the other day. Every 30 seconds was a gotcha moment.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll this dice. Oh, it's like -4.
We've agreed that AOS is pure gotcha between me and Joe, though, okay? It's like, that's what it is. Anyway, so let's refocus on the game.
Let's get back on the 40k.
Let's get back on 40k, what we're actually playing. Now, I need to really think hard about my target priority here. So, the suppressors can basically shoot anywhere they want. These guys over here, now, obviously, I am remaining stationary, so I'm taking full advantage of my 30-inch range. These guys can only get range on that back unit there. This 4-man unit can only, they can kind of shoot whatever they want. This suppressor advanced. This unit here, again, can double tap wherever they want. The only unit I've really got to be careful with is this big aggressor unit, because they've only got the range into here. So I'm going to put my shots into them. Okay?
Okie dokie.
Which, just quickly, who is he buffing?
No one at the moment.
Absolutely nobody.
I apologise to the stream due to my fat fingers.
But that unit there is being buffed by him.
Okay. And then can you spend some CPs to buff them from him?
I can do. This Lich Guard's gone for a little.
Okay. Right, so we're going to start off with I'm not. Do you know what? I like the spindly things. I think they look good. So I'm just going to try and.
It's all
Also,
about the nice model.
if there's any unit that's going to hurt you, it's going to be the Warriors and not Spindle McGee over it.
Spindle McGee can just do whatever he wants. So I'm going to put all my aggressors into this unit here. The big unit of 5 again. Okay.
Sweet.
Now, for every 6 to wound, remember, I am getting that additional AP as well.
Oh, thank you, Matt. We love Jake, and I hope so. And I love you too.
Okay, so here we go. This is the first. This is 3 off. Can you pass me 12 more dice, please? I'm re-rolling my misses.
No one ever says that they love me on that chat.
I've only been on it once, and already they love me. Oh, we all love Joe as well. Come on, Joe, let's roll some 4 pluses.
Now, unfortunately, I did advance with this unit.
Oh!
But don't worry, because I've rolled like a beast, so... and I've re-rolled all the failed misses.
That is a got you moment right there, that is fate.
Did you miss 3 times?
Yeah, mate. See, aggressors.
Aggressors are so terrible.
Aggressors love me. They're like, Steve, thanks for believing in us.
You didn't set us on Facebook all day. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the love.
Thanks for sticking with us through thick and thin, you know.
We have a We Love You, Joe. Oh.
Thank you.
What are
The
they?
Kylo.
I'll stick now we love you, Steve.
Yeah.
Come on, everyone.
Yeah.
Let's see it. We all love everyone.
What
here,
toughness are they for, right?
4.
Okay, so we love everyone.
We love everyone.
So just from the first round of firing, you've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm not sure if I rerolled that one, but go with 15.
Minus 1.
Oh, hang on a minute. There's 4 6s there, or 5 6s. You're going to get another -2. So 5 with -2.
So 6s all fail.
Okay.
And these are on 5s. Only +2. The dice are atrocious today.
Well, you are trying to save 6s and 5s, so I mean you shouldn't hope for much, Joe.
Hang on.
You don't have that belief. And also you're using the red dice, and as we all know, that is the signature look for Mr. Box.
Yeah, I am normally playing red, aren't I?
Normally playing red.
Normally playing red for
You
the
want to
Blood
go with
Angels.
blue today for the Ultramarines though?
Yeah, well, now I've got them both, red and blue. So the colours, Union Jack and all that. You got, are they dead yet, Joe? That was cocked. That's a 1.
I think this is just a formality at this point. We're just rolling the dice
Yeah,
and you try and wipe them out so then they don't get to reanimate and do all that fun stuff.
How many you got left, Joe? Talk to me.
3.
Okay, just take them off, mate, because you've got 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at -2. So just take them off, let's save some time. Excellent.
So aggressors picking up that unit, as we all know, as we love to see.
Aggressors are dreadful. I don't know why you bother taking them, you know? Why?
I threw all my weight dice in it.
Because when I ran a Luminor in a test game I played the other day, I rolled a 2 on my D3 every single unit of warriors, which meant I had 50 warriors on the table, which were all toughness 5. And that really helps.
So just to remind everyone what Jay's referring to, Luminor Xeris' ability to pick a unit in your command phase and they can get a augment. And one Jay rolled was toughness, so making those warriors extra durable, made that reanimator come in strong.
Joe, can you pass me 5 more dice?
So what are you doing here, Steve?
This is the 3-man unit of aggressors. They've only got 18-inch range to that guy there, so I have to fire them now before I take a single model away. Otherwise, that entire unit's shots will be wasted. These are hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s because the Calgar's all range, and I've strung 1 guy to be back within 6. I'm re-rolling 1s because obviously aggressors also lost their advance and shoot, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Which is...
They now are just a unit with lots of guns.
I mean, I feel like that was literally just solely to spite White Scars. I feel like Ultramarines should have... I think Ultramarines should get some...
I'm going to spend the CP to
here we
move over there.
Here we go.
What are you doing, Jay?
So I'm spending 2 CP, so this reanimator gives this unit of warriors here the 4 reanimate.
So that brings you down to 7.
I'm down to 4 now.
I must admit, I really don't like this, you know, not having flying infantry. I like flying infantry, and I don't have to worry about area cover then.
Yeah, but you've replaced flying infantry with a unit that puts out 12 shots a model.
Well, you know.
But this then comes down to the discussion of there is shooting better than combat?
They advanced, didn't they?
This is my wound roll, mate. Don't you worry.
We've done
So
all the hits,
you rolled all those other dice with 4 pluses?
Oh yeah.
we have it literally
On camera. And I will try and cheat at every possibility. You know me, guys.
Yeah.
So we got 5 at -2. I'm so glad I spent those 2 CPs at the start of the game.
I failed them all, so 5 are dead.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 11 -1s.
Can I have,
Ultramarines really coming into
can I have
their
one of
play
my
now.
dice back, please?
Oh yeah.
Thank
God,
you.
he wants a lot from me, doesn't he?
That's a lot.
These are
Don't
-1,
take my
yeah?
bombs off.
-1, bro.
4, 6, 8, 10.
That is the last guy.
That was the last guy that shot.
That was.
I've
I
got,
don't have a single more shot.
To the man.
I'm spending a command point.
It's a power play.
Oh, here we go.
So hang on a minute, right?
What are we doing?
So basically, at the moment, as it stands, all my aggressors here have just put all of their shots into here, and to the man, they've killed it. They're calling me Mr. Efficiency now, Joe. But if you CP reroll one of those fails into a pass, that means the entire unit could resurrect back up on a 4+ reroll in ones, right?
I hope so.
It's definitely worth the CP reroll. What do you need? It's a 5, isn't it?
5.
Oh, it's a power move. You remember, Joe? Say it.
Silence in the studio.
Shh.
Come on.
It's 2.
Oh.
If we turn it upside down, it looks like a 5, but unfortunately not.
Oh, that Royal Warden's poked his head out now.
Ooh,
Closest enemy model. Thank you very much.
Mr. Character.
So, I'm going to start off with now. So he's got nobody near him.
He's got nobody near him.
And is he within 3 of anyone?
He's within.
Is that a vehicle, that thing?
It's a monster.
Okay, so that will protect him. Okay, now his gun is actually pretty tasty. I don't like that gun. So I'm going to start off with the 3 eliminators doing what they do best into him, I think. Yeah, we'll go with that. So hitting on 2s, or hit wounding on 3s. I think it's strength 5, isn't it? -2.
What's this?
Eliminators into your Royal Warden. I just don't like him after wiping off an entire unit. Eliminators, I like eliminators in this edition. You know, I feel there's been so much Blade Guard and Eradicator hype, but people aren't talking about the Suppressor and Eliminator hype. So this is -2, mate. 3 at -2.
3.
At -2, yeah.
How much damage?
2 apiece, and I didn't roll any 6s, so you're lucky. Okay. Eliminators. Boom!
Someone said
Straight in.
to Joe, this is what you get from running 15-man units of warriors, it's karma.
Ooh. Big check. You should have rolled 20, mate.
Yeah, big 20 dice, there we go.
Well,
If you'd have had 20, you'd have been
If I had
fine.
20, it would have. He would have killed them just as efficiently. The problem is that your list is perfectly designed to kill mine. You tailored.
Of course I
Listeners,
tailored.
you heard it here first.
Yeah. I am a tailor, you of all of kinds. Now these guys here haven't shot. These guys here haven't shot yet. So I'm going to put these guys here into those warriors at the back there.
Nice.
So they're rapid firing at full range because I'm in tactical doctrine and I am a beast of a ultramarine. I'm actually gutted because I wanted to charge that to get that banner down.
I'm sorry.
But it's fine. I'll deal with it. So that's 4 saves at -2, aren't they?
What?
Just to confirm.
A normal bolt gun is -1, so I'm obviously tactical doctrine -2.
4 die.
Just to confirm in the chat for a question we've got, yes, eliminators
Did you get
were
back up?
changed in the book for 2+ blitz in the new movie.
Yeah, 3 do.
Oh, just 1 dead then. 3 get back up.
Oh. Hi.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the game, Steve?
So I'm liking it.
Confident.
I mean, I've got the bloody Catan in
Nightbringer.
Nightbringer to contend with. I'll say they're out of range. I can't be bothered to shoot 1. Yeah, 1's not going to do anything. Do you know what? Actually, I will just throw them in. D6 shots into your standy up thing. 3 extra shots.
D6 shots?
Yeah, from the Top Guns, isn't it? D6 shots. Just at your thing there.
My spin within me.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I mean, I probably could have done this a bit better, but anyway. No rerolls. So 2 at -2.
It's lost a wound.
Okay, cool.
Oh no.
It's down to 5.
Okay,
Got
next.
6 wounds.
Yeah, the
I shouldn't have been, sorry. I'm just a bit
the
surprised.
shock from Jake there.
I now understand a lot more what people
So this first unit eliminators at suppressors at them, at him.
If you feel the need to stop at any point, I won't blame you.
What, shooting?
Stop, he's already dead.
Absolutely not, mate. I'm gonna just
You've got to sort of twist the knife as well.
toughness.
Of them is 5.
Okay, so 3, 6 at -1.
3.
No, 6 at -1. These are suppressors.
I failed 2,
2 damage each.
so he's down to 1.
Okay, next unit then. We'll rinse, repeat. Do you like suppressors now?
So just to confirm again for Matthew who's asked in the chat, the extra 15 VP at the start of the game was for the Army Stanley fight. We wanted just to put it on the stream to start with, just so then it creates a bit more drama, so you've seen the scores go down potentially.
So 5, mate. 5 on him.
Oh, yeah. Do they explode or do anything mad? They do explode.
Okay.
He does not.
Yeah, normally the While We Stand We Fight isn't scored till the end, but like I said, we wanted to put it on the stream to start with, just to make sure that there's a bit more drama, so you can see it all as it happens.
So
Have you quite done?
no, I mean, I can't actually shoot anything anymore, so I'm done. And I've got no charges to make because I've advanced with everything that could charge. So that's me, mate. That's me done.
Sweet.
Jay, what's the thought process? What's going through your head at the moment? Other than
I'm looking for a new job.
Jake, there's a position that's just come up at Vanguard Tactics.
Oh, yeah. let's see
How many
Jay
wounds?
feels.
How many wounds does Tigurius have?
6, I think.
He's got 6.
5 or 6. I'll check for you.
Just to confirm your turn's done, Steve.
Yeah.
What did you score that game?
So I get my engage on all fronts
For 2?
for 2 points.
It's
Yeah.
2 points. I'll take these 4 on that one.
That was a hell of a turn.
That was a mega turn. The Ultramarines Superdoc pipe.
5 wounds, bro.
And did you get it? Oh no, your banners you've got.
So you get 3 banners. At the
I
start
get
of your
3
turn.
points for banners, and I get 10 points for the primary.
Yep.
Just updating that. So 10 points through primary. Yeah?
So he's going to heal D3 on that unit.
So at the end of this game, guys, we'll go over, what we could have done differently. I feel like so I was really worried this time last turn when it was Joe's first movement. I was really worried about him doing something, which I can talk about at the end, because I feel like that move would have it was really, really worrying me. And he didn't go for it.
No, you put the pressure on and you managed to sort of rebuttal quite well.
See, I was really worried he was going to bring these Lich Guard out, but I'm not going to say where. So I'm going to leave it for now.
I'm gonna advance Illuminal.
Okay.
Command protocol. So Spindleman is going to give the fixie job on the Lich Guard.
Okay. And he can do that, yeah? It's core units, not warriors?
It's any core... Any dynasty unit.
Any dynasty unit, very nice.
Very good.
So he's going to drop it on them.
Okay.
My warlord will be done the Lich Guard.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to bring back a unit of them, and he'll also do +1
Toughness.
strength.
Strength.
Yeah. On that unit. Illumina is now going to advance. 5.
Just a quick confirmation for Kylo in the chat. The supplements FAQ ones only apply for Blood Angels, Dark Angels, Space Wolves and Death Watch. All the current supplements for the rest of Marine chapters are still valid. So don't not be using them. They are still valid.
They're good.
Really good. Really, really good.
Good. Good.
I've been loving Imperial Fists personally, but
my will be
nice
done as
to
9 inches, so my will be done.
See, there's a lot of hate for the Ultramarines because I think they're like the poster boys. But
Everyone does.
just look at Calgar and all his beauty.
Quite literally a poster boy.
He is the poster boy. So when you ask me why should I play Calgar rather than Guilliman, well, it'd be a bit. He's there, you know. I don't know. I really like the sort of Roman feel about the Ultramarines. I like the fact that they've got a lot of tactical play. Ironically, you know, with,
I think as well, comboed with the new Marine book, be able to put a unit into every doctrine and then to put a unit in a specific doctrine.
Yeah.
It really gives you some play there.
I've got a Warlord trait that can do that as well.
So those, if you stick all those aggressors together, you can give every single unit in your tactical doctrine on the 4th game, which could be a swinging turn in some games.
Yeah, and also, you know, I really like the fact that my whole army protects itself.
Yes.
I've got Calgar protecting the aggressors. I've got the aggressors that can overwatch for each other.
Yeah, with that 1 CP Ultramarine stratagem.
Yeah, I've got the, you know, for example, the Apothecary in there to get me that 6+ feel no pain. I've got the banner so I shoot when I die or fight when I die. So it's all there protecting each other. I could have even get my whole army Hurricane Intervening, which I kind of went for the selfless healer rather than that. But I do like Heroic Intervention, so I'm actually tempted to get rid of selfless healer.
Maybe that's the one for another stream.
Yeah,
potentially.
And get the Heroic Intervention on the go.
I think Heroic Intervention, as you sort of mentioned earlier in your AOS games, is very much a gotcha moment if when played correctly.
Yeah, absolutely. Heroic Intervention in 9th edition is so powerful. So it's like why, you know, a good Knight player can really leverage that, and especially if you can get anything that can heroically intervene 6. I've won so many games with the Blood Angels because of Heroic Intervention. So yeah, it's really, really powerful mechanic which you just have to set up in that turn prior. So I've kind of accidentally set it up already. So if Joe would have wanted to, you know, charge this aggressor here and make contact with the shortest possible distance, then that unit could have heroically intervened. So it's practice, it's repetitions, and again, this is something that we talk about on the Academy and on that free masterclass which you can get access to. I talk about the justification as to why you should have certain things in your list to really complement absolutely everything. Why have I got 3 unit of eliminators, for example? Why have I got 3 unit of suppressors? You know, why
questions that have been asked conveniently.
Yeah, why am I not taking, you know, a unit of I could have took a unit of Eradicators, a unit of Eliminators, and a Whirlwind, because Whirlwinds are really good.
Whirlwinds are really good.
But,
I think definitely a hidden choice.
You know, the list build I had prior to this had 2 Contemptor Dreadnoughts in with Melters, but I had 100 points free. If I had a third, I'd have probably gone for it, just to slip that in. But the way points rounded out, I'm actually really happy with the 5, the 4, and 3 man aggressors. I'm liking that combo.
Having those numbers, I think, are really, really nice to see as well. It's not showing it, you know, you could take 15, but you've decided to split them off into other avenues, which is definitely help your army.
Because if I don't need the 3-man unit, they could do an action for me.
Yeah,
and it's all right.
And also in the Space Marine book, you know, you have stratagems that allow you to do actions and still shoot.
Absolutely. And I really like Ultramarines because they've got that ability to redeploy.
Yes.
And then you've got things like the one with the Phobos. So another list I've got is 3 units of Infiltrators with my Phobos Lieutenant. He can redeploy 3 units of Phobos units, or I could redeploy 3 units of Suppressors.
Or Eliminators.
Sorry, not Suppressors, I meant the Eliminators, because Suppressors aren't Phobos, although they came in the Phobos box. Yeah, you know, that's great. I could redeploy 6 units.
Yeah.
Like, where's my army going to be? Okay, it just means for you, you're like, great, I don't know where your army's going to be. That's really,
really
strategic.
Nice tactical bit of play there, which you can see, obviously, a bit more in depth on the masterclass.
So go on then, Joe, what are you doing?
Catan powers.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Catan is going to start off with the Gaze of Death.
The Gaze of Death,
On Tigurius.
What?
Ooh.
He just picks a unit in 9.
Sounds beardy to me.
Roll 3 dice on 4 pluses.
Yeah.
He takes D3 mortal wounds.
No way.
Oh no.
Don't you dare.
No.
I rolled 2 6s and a 5.
Of course he does.
There they are.
So he takes 3d6 mortal wounds.
3d6?
3d3.
3d3.
Oh.
Don't give your boss a heart.
He's taken 4.
Oh.
So, here we go.
So, not enough to kill him, but
Mr. Apothecary, ready for 2 6s. I'm not going to get greedy, just 2.
That's 2 6s?
There's 2 6s.
Oh.
You told me earlier to call it.
How many wounds does he have left?
He's got
bit of the old
3 wounds left now.
I'm going to do Time's Arrow on him now.
Okay.
So more of these
I select an enemy unit on a 9.
Are you within 9?
Yes.
You better hope so, eh?
Yeah, because that's how I did.
Okay.
If I roll equal to or above his wounds,
right, okay,
he is removed from play.
Ooh, okay.
Whoa. That's good, isn't it?
Go on, here we go.
It's a 5, he's dead.
Ooh, it's big.
Yeah.
That's a strong move, that Catan. So that's 5 points off me.
Just confirm that Satan's health, that was called what? Timed
Timed arrow.
And I can't feel no pain that or anything, it's just straight
No,
off.
it just says select one enemy unit in 18 and visible.
And that's why you pay 350 points for him.
Above all
roll
armies.
a d6, adding 1 to the result if the Catan shard is a Tesseract Bolt. If the total equals 2 or exceeds the wounds characteristic of any models in that enemy unit, your opponent selects one of those models to be destroyed.
Well, that's funny, isn't it?
Can you target the character with that?
Well, you just select a unit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I just confirm, was he one of your Wild West Tank?
He was, unfortunately.
Oh no, now we get to see the big drama that we've been talking about.
And no zone's gone now.
Oh, no zone's gone.
Probably a bit more of a bigger point, yeah.
No zone, well, that's a problem.
I'm spending my free CP this turn, which means I'm down to 3. So these guys do mortal wounds on 6s to wound.
You're spending 3 CP?
So once I'm down to 3 CP. So on a roll of a 6 to wound, these guys do a mortal wound.
Oh, that was a bold move there, killing him.
Yeah.
Tigerius.
Jay, can you just double check it's not wounds characteristic, not wounds remaining? I've just had someone ask in the chat for that one.
Equals. So, hang on.
Times arrow.
Roll 1, adding 1 to the result. If it equals or exceeds the wounds characteristic of any model.
Characteristics.
He's got 5 wounds.
So you were lucky.
So I rolled a 5, so he's dead. He dies anyway.
He's dead anyway.
He's dead anyway, but good confirmation there. Again, always good to check about.
It wasn't over 3 you were rolling it was over 5, and you did roll a 5, and that is equal to. So,
knowing that, would you sort of have gone back and done?
I would have done it the other way around.
Yeah, and
you'd have done that first,
because then there's no point doing it all.
I mean, do you want to do that?
No, that's all right. Okay. I did it that way because otherwise I'd just go
aggressors.
I'd just go onto a unit of suppressors or aggressors or your apothecary. So
the
one to remember for next time.
Yeah.
So. I paid the 1 CP, so 6s do mortal wounds.
Good spot though, good spot. Like that. Right. And that's the thing with it, it's a brand new codex. There are going to be these little minutiae. I'm
going to spend another CP, putting me down to 2.
Which is one of the great things about having a community, and I think you guys that follow Vanguard Tactics, again, you want to play the game in the right way, otherwise if you didn't, you probably wouldn't be here. And I think the community that we do have is fantastic. So you guys commenting, I love it. You know, I try to engage with everybody in a really respectful way because you guys, show me respect when you comment. Some people don't, they get removed. But
get removed.
I ain't got time for trolls. But I love the people that, said, hey Steve, that Gene Stealer cult list wasn't, competitive for 9th edition. And I said, absolutely, I agree. We still try and play the game as competitive as we can, but unfortunately I bought that list, or I bought that army last year, and ever since this channel in its infancy is only a year old now, we've bought 16 armies at 3,000 points.
Very impressive.
It's been a big investment.
And Gene Stealer cult aren't a cheap army to buy.
No, so we're just rolling with what we've got. We will add to it as the channel grows, and the best way to support us is either joining our academy if you really want to take your game to that next level, or joining VT Plus. VT Plus is our premium service. It's $9.99 a month in terms of dollars, but we go real in depth with some of the content in terms of deployment, army reviews, and also we give you an additional battle report every single time. So either an extra streamed game or an extra battle report, and you get access to our entire archive as well. So if you want to support us grow and even buy new audio equipment or whatever it is, it all gets reinvested. So yeah.
So I spent 2 CP for this 10-man unit of Necron Warriors. 6s to wound, a mortal wound, and 6s to hit, do additional hits.
Okay.
So you're down to how many CP?
2 CP.
2 CP.
And who are you firing at, by the way?
At this single suppressor.
Oh, wow, it's a big investment. But you learned your lesson from last time, didn't you, I think?
So I've missed 4 times.
Okay.
I have rolled 1 6.
Okay.
There we go.
You got a bit triggered from last time.
He's learned his lesson, though.
Wounding on 4.
So you confirm, Kyle, yes, Matt, his hands are really worth it.
1 6.
So
that's 1 mortal wound.
But he's only got a wound left, so you got him.
He's only got a wound left, is he?
Oh, good stuff.
I just wanted to make sure he was dead.
And I'm glad you did it, because otherwise you wouldn't have.
Well, it would have been 1 save, minus 1 then, but... Right. Shooting phase is done. You're now out of these 2 table quarters. What's the lay of the land on these squads here?
So you got 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're
Okay.
all touching that cover.
Yeah.
And is a crater defensible? Let's have a little cheeky look at that.
No, I think, just to sort of chat to the chat a bit, someone said only the Nightbringer is one of the only Catans that work. I'm not too sure. I think as the books come out and maybe the meta changes, you may see a lot more use for the Void Dragon
I'll
and
get this one here.
the Seether. But I think for the moment, the Nightbringer is
Why are you
head
going
and
to
shoulders above the rest.
Comprehension, mate.
Okay. And the 5-man squad's the always strikes first squad, yes?
5-man squad is always striking first and getting the +1 to hit and reroll the misses.
So you can't heroically intervene.
Can't heroically intervene now.
Okay. So the Nightbringer's going to go into the 3-man squad.
Okay, alright, so hang on a minute. Do I want to Overwatch here? I'm just going to spend the 1 CP to Overwatch with that unit, okay?
Okay.
Just that 1 unit alone. So that takes me down to 7, I believe. Is that right?
5.
5?
Because you spent 2 to...
Oh, I didn't see if I got any of those back last time. No, I didn't.
No. So you spent 2 on a stratagem.
I did, the last turn, yeah.
So down to 5.
Oh, strong from my D6 shots there. Just a nice little 5. So looking for those 6s. Now it's not defensible, unfortunately, so just hitting on 6s, re-rolling 1s because of Calgar.
Yeah.
The big man coming in.
Is Calgar's this 9-inch bubble?
6-inch, but I'm in 6s.
He's just right up against the wall. He's been staring at me the whole game from there and there.
Just 3 hits.
3 hits. Wounded on.
3 wounds.
Okay.
Oh, let's see it. Can you do those also precious wounds in that charge phase?
He takes 3 wounds. Brilliant.
Oh, brilliant.
Love it!
And then he's going to charge.
So always a good bit of play there for any sort of models that have that wound sort of built in. You get that charge phase, it's a sort of essentially a free phase of doing wounds to him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
So, and he's fallen over.
I'm not fancying their chances there.
No, from speaking of a game I played last Wednesday with a good friend of mine, Toby, that guy literally ran into my army and just started picking up models.
I'm going to send the Lich Guard into them.
Into those eliminators there.
Eliminators.
Okay, now that makes things a little bit more interesting. So I'm actually going to spend another 2 CPs here.
Take you down.
They're outside of 6.
Yeah.
But this unit here can Overwatch for them. But then I'm not getting any rerolls whatsoever. Is it worth it?
Toughness 6.
No, I'm not going to spend any CPs.
Oh, we're not going to.
So they're charging.
I'll change that back.
That 6 is cocked.
Mm-hmm. 8.
5, 6, 7, 8.
You didn't want to charge the unit that's striking first then?
No. No, they can do one.
How are you guys enjoying the stream? Are you enjoying it? If so, please leave feedback in the comments. We want to take every single bit of constructive criticism into mind when also sort of improving these and making these the most pleasant sort of watching experience.
I do want to buy a sound compressor,
Yeah.
but that's looking at about an extra 300 quid.
That is.
We've just invested in the Rode Mic Pro or something, which is another 300. So as soon as the funds become available, I will get a mixer and I'll get some professional sound help as well. We do have soundproofing on the walls as well. I tell you what, and I've got literally every single microphone under the sun, haven't I? Just to try and get it as best as we possibly can.
And if you want to get a sound box for the stream, why don't you head on over to Vanguard Tactics Plus and subscribe to that?
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good help.
Buy stuff so we can buy stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with the Nightbringer first, so you can't interrupt.
Okay. You're not worried that I can hear, interrupt it over here?
I'm not too concerned.
You're not okay. You're not concerned about those. Okay, all right.
So the Nightbringer's got 6 attacks and hitting on 2s.
Here we go. What?
He is hit 6 times.
Strong.
He is strength 14.
Wound on 2s.
He has wounded you 5 times.
I should have maybe used a bit of transhuman, but
Hindsight's beautiful thing.
it's -4.
okay. So it goes through.
Goes through.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is
Dum dum dum.
1 whole damage.
Okay.
We're starting off strong.
Feel no pain. Felt it. Oh no, I don't even get a feel no pain because
No,
of.
you
get
Yeah.
2 damage.
Okay, so 1 dead. Yeah.
Yeah. Next one. It's 5 damage.
Another 1 dead.
2 damage.
And dead.
Dead.
Okay, so do they fight back when they die? One does. Oh,
He only gets to make 1 attack though.
that's fine. He's flat damage
That's all
2.
he needs. That's all he needs.
It's a 3, so he's missed.
Yeah.
Calgar did not get it. It's a bold move, Cotton, and wasn't bold enough. Okay, cool. Now, would he like to pile into my aggressors there? Because they are the closest enemy unit.
No.
Feel free to.
He's just going to stand in that crater
Okay. And fall over.
and fall over. He's old, you see.
Okay. He's an old man.
He's sleeping.
Now, I'm happy just to pick these eliminators up after you've done your piling. I'm not going to let you roll that. I mean, you can, but yeah, I'm not going to force you to.
Yeah, so then he's got that.
So the Catan in this whole turn is killed Calgar and a 3-man unit.
Well,
or-
he's killed Tigris.
Tigerius, sorry, yeah, I'm getting confused.
I just looked
Yeah.
away. And I
So
was
you
like,
do this, and then I'll do my consolidate.
You do consolidate, mate, yeah.
So they're going to consolidate
Just touch and cover as best you can.
into that unit of suppressors.
Okay. Right, yeah. You're going to make me fall back and shoot you at a -1 penalty now?
oh,
Yeah,
no.
it's a powerful move.
So I'm going to get
Don't say something.
I'm going to get some attacks back on you. I'll pile in.
Hello, JP Wargaming. Nice to see you. So, a bit late, but that's alright. Better late than never.
Now I'm going to get 2 attacks each because obviously Primaris, 1 for a sergeant, and then 1 from a banner of McCrag.
Fancy.
Very powerful little.
Does the banner of McCrag replace Battle Doodah?
Battle Doodah.
I'm
Now,
pretty sure it doesn't. The new one does, but always good to double check.
ancient model only, add 1 to the attacks characteristics of models within 6.
So you get Battle Shock as well.
Yeah. Ultramarines units, whilst their unit is within 6, yeah.
So the new banner is the one that does that, but the Ultramarine one has remained unchanged.
Yes. Now, do I get a +1? Is the chapter ancient, just to check the company ancient, is it you pick a unit or is it an aura? Let's have a little look. Always good to check it. I'd rather. Also, I've paid the expensive points for the extra models, not the cheaper ones in the book.
Chapter Master Valrek is in the chat.
Yes!
Hello. 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 Hello.
Chapter Master Malric, mate,
Loving man.
we need a game. Challenge you to a game, Sunshine.
Is this a throwdown?
Yeah, it's a
Nine.
throwdown.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What do you
So,
think to that one? Let's
So when you get your studio ready, I'm going to come to you and you can come to me. So we'll do a combo. That's what I'm thinking.
maybe even stream it.
If he's brave enough, though, because he's been, he's been out there giving it the big chat, calling out Winters and other people, and so I'm going to challenge the Valrak.
Oh no! It's
To a fluffy game.
This is a throwdown.
A fluffy Blood Angels game.
I'll use Dante,
Yeah.
Chapter Master Dante.
Yeah.
If I was going to rename myself to anyone, it'd be him. If I was going to be a Chapter
Or
Master.
by Depot.
So just to confirm, we're just
It's a
double
friendly.
checking a few rules.
It's one friendly core unit, so obviously it's my big man. Big unit, so not this unit. Hitting on. Oh, reroll one though, because of Calgar. Cheers, bro. Missed. Oh, and Seal of Oath actually. Anyway, so I am rerolling wounds against you as well.
Did you put on the Lich Guard?
Yeah, I did. We spoke about
It was
that.
on the Lich Guard for the Seal of Oath.
So that's real nice. So that's 6, 9, 10 wounds from that one unit of suppressors.
Valrak has said, as soon as lockdown's finished, I'm about.
We're game on. We got Dante.
We have
That's
it in
Valrak.
writing. It's in writing.
Can I get some of my dice back at some point?
No, because I need them all.
2s.
It's a hard knock life rolling with them dice.
I have failed none.
Aggressor life it is. Okay. Right. Is the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
It's the end of his turn.
So at the end of my turn, I get 4 points on Purge the Vermin, because that's what your army is.
You purged it real good.
In total, or
So I'm up to 6 on Purge the Vermin now. Steve's now -5 on while we
No.
stand.
Oh yeah, because you get 4 points this turn. Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. Yeah, 6. Yeah.
I've put that one on already.
Yeah.
We took me off even.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Right, come on, Steve, let's see it.
Ooh. So I get 3 points for banners.
Yeah. And you get 10 points for...
Holding, because
For
you
holding.
put your boy on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely. All right. I like it. I like it. Okay then, okay. It's going to be one of those sort of games, is it, Joe? So I'm currently 10 away from that objective. So
you're going to need a big advance roll, aren't you, to get on there?
yes.
So no.
Gonna go for it. This is with the command phase, obviously. +1 to hit on them. Reroll misses on them.
Yeah.
All the shenanigans on that big unit there. Okay.
Yeah.
So the advance roll from this guy here is a 2.
It's a 2.
So I'm getting 8 total movement, but I'm minusing 4. So I'm going to go in 4.
Why are you minusing 4?
Because I'm -2 when I go over this.
Yeah.
Then you -2 off the. Let's have a little cheeky look.
No, you just be going 6 because you combine advance and move into one.
Just to double check there.
one
Yeah. Difficult
movement.
round. If it makes a normal move, advance, falls back, or it makes a charge, any of its models wish to move over part of this terrain, subtract 2 from the movement maximum distance every model in that unit can move.
So, just a quick one, Mark. No, Calgar isn't dead.
So
we missaid it. It was Tigirius who died.
It does say subtract 2 inches when making a normal move, advance, fall back, or charge move over this terrain. So yeah, because it is an advance move, I'm just moving the, what do we say, 8. So I am going to get objective secured on that one.
That's a big. No, because you rolled 8, so you'd be moving 6.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
So I did
2 inches back.
Yeah, that's right. We just worked that out, didn't I?
It's been a long old day, so I think maths is a is a big one. Yeah, Calgar is in the building next to all of the is it aggressors that are over there and the suppressors, chilling with his man. So he's alive but Vanguard.
And I'm going to need a big one. This is really hinderous, actually, this thing.
It is, isn't it?
It's really difficult to get across.
Some would call it a bit of difficult terrain.
It is difficult. They're just going to move 3.
With the puns.
You're going to advance? You're going to advance?
Nope.
No. What doctrine are you in?
Tactical.
Staying in the Ultramarines.
The good one.
Yeah.
The loser doctrine.
Whoa.
This unit over here is going to advance.
Oh.
1.
Good.
Always. So what do I actually need? I'm within 10. Within 11. Is it worth a CP reroll?
These are...
Probably is, I think, at this point. How many CPs I got left?
We've got 6.
Okay.
6 CPs.
Reroll that into a 2. Great. So that gives me 8.
Do you want to see if you get it back?
So we'll get me within 3 there. Oh yeah, see if I get it back. Thank you.
Just so I don't have to change it.
I don't know.
Oh, no, I have to change it.
So I do claim that objective off Joe, and I am going to just sneak into that quarter so he has to. Well, that gets me my engaged on all fronts at least. There's a good little power play there.
Yeah.
But
Making sure you're controlling them.
I got to kill these chaps here, haven't I, to get you off your while we stand we fights and stuff. But I've got a bit of a problem here to deal with at the moment, so I need to kind of work the problem.
Jay, just a quick one. Can you just confirm your while we stand we fight?
So my while we stand we fight is the Catan, because he's a big fat boy with 350 points. I've got Illumina Cesares.
There's no need to body shame him.
Who is currently here. No, it's PH fat.
Oh, okay.
And in here. And then my Overlord, who is in this building here.
So they are still alive and well, they're just hiding away.
Well, one of them is about to have his head smashed in, like big time.
They're just moving.
Unless I've got a stratagem, which means that he just...
His head's not good. I think you're clutching at straws here, buddy.
Now I'm going to have to move this unit into that quarter to make sure I get that one, because I think they just snuck over it there. So they're going to make sure they're on that side of that objective.
So just making sure you've got your engagement fronts for that side.
Now, just to be sure on my movement, I'm going to have to advance them. Just need an inch. Okay, an extra 3. Happy days, I'll leave them there.
Advancing them's worth it. He's not doing anything with him this game, so it's just good to get him definitely in.
I need to get that engaged, because I think that, obviously, my aggressors and my intercessors move forward to the other objective. Unfortunately, didn't get it off Joe, but yeah. And I'm just going to keep them there, actually, I think. They've got no business doing anything else. Leave the heavy lifting to the other chaps, I think. Yes. I'm going to go with that, I think. Although I don't like this whole ability, you can just pick a character and kill them. So I'm actually going to just do a little tactical retreat with my apothecary, I think.
It's like, you die now.
You die.
You
now.
die.
You die.
Everyone-
You die.
He is a very good character killer. But it means you do have to be real close.
I think something that's not talked a lot about him as well is just actually he's on a 40 mil base, so it's really easy to sort of sneak into those open areas if you leave enough space.
He's all slender and ghostly.
And I don't want any sneaking. You know what I mean? I just don't want any of that.
Jay, did you remember your living metal on the Catan?
He took it.
In my Overwatch.
Oh, he took it in his Overwatch.
So he regains a wound at the start of my turn, but he took it during my turn.
Yeah. So all my intercessors have advanced. Obviously, I'm in tactical doctrine. I'm not going to bother with that 2 CP because obviously these guys, even with a -1, puts them on there because they're not in cover, the whole unit.
Yeah.
So that would. How many CPs have I got left? 6. 5.
No, 5. You spent 1.
5. Okay. I mean, it was pretty decent. I'm going to spend another 2 CPs because I do want to get them all. Because even if I take you down to cover, still just want to get you onto that 4-ups.
Get any back?
I do get both of them, but you obviously only get one. So
Isn't that once per game? That 6 is additional -1 AP.
Just while you're in the
tactical doctrine. I'll check you for you though.
Because I know some of the other chapters have it, but it's only once.
Well, it's start your movement phase if tactical doctrine is active.
Oh.
Very good.
So, right.
Oh, I better be 10 things.
Now, I need to do as much damage as I possibly can here. I'm not too worried about these lot. I am worried
my
about
10-man warrior squad?
I'm not in the moment.
Concerns about them?
I know. It's shocking, I know. It is shocking.
They're the heroes of this game, I think.
Right, I'm going to open up with...
Would people be offended if I did a game and I proxied all the...
just a game, yeah.
I did a game with all the warriors but used them as immortals. I mean, they're painted silver.
Nobody would know.
At the end of the day, they're all robots, aren't they?
Yeah.
So what do you think, chat? Do you think Joe could sneakily use these warriors as immortals for a game? Would you like to see that? Let us know.
The Immortal Horde. No, I need to kill that katana. What is the best unit to do that with? I'm actually going to try and do that.
Suppressors would probably do the best job.
I think so, yeah, because I don't really want to waste any shots from the aggressor. So I'm going to go with the first unit of suppressors that fell back out of combat. So these guys are hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Now, obviously, because I'm an ultra, I do get to fall back and shoot still.
Yeah.
Which makes suppressors pretty decent, you know, that's 5 hits.
Wounding on 4s.
Wounding on 4s, re-rolling 1s. So you toughness 7, are you?
He's toughness 7. He's a tough boy.
That's 2 then. That's 2. 2 invuns.
1 pass, 1 fail.
So he's got
4 wounds. So he's taken his first. He's taken 2
damage.
Two of his 3.
Okay. So the lieutenant's going to shoot a heavy bolt pistol at you.
He's going to just hurl it.
He's hit you. He's wounded you.
Oh, here we go. The hero.
It's a 4.
Oh.
You were sweating though, weren't you?
The Catan needs a 4-up invuln, 3-up armor save.
Oh, Steve, real quick, just had someone point out, it's at the end of the text, it says you can only use this stratagem once per game.
Oh, okay. That's
Thank you for pointing that out.
You were right.
So I was right.
I'll take my
All hail Joe's genius.
I'll take my CP back.
I think that's how you pronounce it. If I've butchered that, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, thank you very much for pointing out. That's fantastic. Ruined my day. No, it's all good. So the next unit of suppressors, I cannot leave that Catan alone, so I'm just going to go back on him. With the next unit of suppressors are going to shoot him to try and chip off that last.
That's not bad shooting.
This
is unlike you.
I know.
Why are you rolling that dice again?
Because it was cocked the first time.
You rolled it 3 times.
It was cocked the first time. Then it didn't wound on a 1, and I can re-roll 1s, can't I?
It was flat. It was on a bit of snow.
If it's not perfectly flat, mate, then
we did that to the 2.
People are okay with proxies if you want to do the immortal thing.
But it will lose my immersion, so you can't. 4.
Maybe no for
4 saves. It's gone through. Cool. Right, lovely. So next up, this big unit of 5, I'm going to shoot these guys here. Now, I'm not getting the full blast. I'm just going to get a minimum of 3 on the blast.
That's a shame.
I know, aggressive. You're terrible.
On the eBay.
I want decent dice again.
Not
Pass them over. Can you pass me 12 dice, please?
We need to crack open some more blue dice.
We do. When I'm on ultras.
Yeah.
I'm liking this ultras list. You know, I think it's got utility.
It's quite interesting.
It's different. It's not like the the Eradicator Blade Guard shenanigans everyone's rocking.
I'd prefer to go against the Eradicator Blade Guard.
I bet you would.
Now we're going to clip that. So when this happens again, you're like, ooh,
I bet you would.
want to play against the aggressive.
I want to play against Iron Hands.
That's all the PTSD for editions coming out now.
So
5, mate.
but I reroll all failed wounds because of my lovely relic Seal of Oath.
So that is the relic on the, was it Lieutenant? Yeah. So just remind everyone what that one does. Picks a unit at the start of the game.
He drops
You've got
dice.
all hits and wounds
He doesn't get that anymore.
units for that. So that's why Steve's doing that. It's really nice, especially now there's not many things that allow you to reroll.
That
So
was one I dropped.
in a mass reroll of all hits and wounds, so that's just a really nice little medic to have.
Okay, so that is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16. 16 minus 1.
Can you pass me 4 of my dice, please?
But I've still got my D6
Isn't
ones
it
at the top.
the team's dice?
It is the team, yeah.
The team.
Yeah, I like that.
It's all
actually,
about the
too.
team, Joe. Come on.
So I've still got my D6s
These
on
are
the top.
3 up saves, yeah?
Yeah.
You're minus 1.
Minus 1, yeah.
So 1 dead.
That one's cocked.
That's blocked. Oh, good. Roll a 1 again. 2 dead.
Yeah. So what's your armour save, mate?
2 up at the moment.
It's 2 up. Okay.
Because the shields give you +1. So
Go back to a 3 up.
go back to 3 up. So 2 are dead currently.
3 are dead, you mean?
3 are dead.
Yeah.
Numbers.
And then we've got 5 D6s. So it's not a great roll. So you're just going to be a minimum of 3. So that's a minimum of 3. That's a minimum of 3. That's a minimum of 3. That's a minimum of 3, but that's 4.
Man, a lot of people still screaming about they want to see 20 man warriors. They don't want to see these 15, 10 man. They want to see 20.
The problem is, we only got 3 Indominus boxes, and I've managed to lose one of the warriors somewhere in this room.
Do you know who he's blamed? Out of all the people that he's blamed my girlfriend Amy.
Oh,
We did a photo shoot of the armies, right? After she was gone, one was missing.
but Joe, I think you losing one model is
Not
probably
sure
the
what these
most Joe thing I've heard.
I'm not sure. I had some dice in my hands. I'm going to put them on one side.
What is going on here? Oh, I forgot how many dice. We'll just assume that
So
it's...
I'm saying, Joe, I had some in my hand. I couldn't remember if they were failed wounds or failed hits, so I just took them out anyway.
Alright then.
Okay, because I wasn't sure. I'm not just going to roll them, so don't start accusing me.
They're nice, Joe.
So yeah, otherwise I will roll them, and you won't know any different. So 9. 9 saves at -1. If you're ever, that's it, a thing, a good. If you're ever unsure in your own gameplay, guys, if you did or didn't do something, just assume you didn't do it to the negative of you. Always the best policy to have in the game.
Honesty is the best policy. Always good to play honestly and play very sportsmanlike as well.
In play to the disadvantage of you, because there's nothing worse than like, yeah, I had a couple in my hand. I literally couldn't. My brain froze.
Oh, I've dropped 3. Oh, I've picked up 4.
Yeah.
I want to know what's going on.
Best just to put them to one side and just assume they're not for you.
When you're in that sort of tournament aspect, you know, you're on the last game, top table, you know, you drop a few dice, you'll be respected a hell of a lot more if you've, you know,
Absolutely.
just honest with it.
So 4 have died. Do they return to life?
You need to roll 4s, don't you?
No, 5s, because I've moved out of the aura.
So 2 get back up.
So 2 get back up.
So 2 dead.
So 4 died.
So 2 get back up. So just to remove 2.
I was going to just pick 4 up and then put you down over there.
No.
Just to break the immersion.
No. No.
They'll all have master hand.
Yeah.
They'll come in and pick up the literal and puts you back.
So I'm now shooting with the 4-man unit of aggressors.
Yeah, I don't think. I definitely am in agreement with you. I don't think aggressors are dead. I think they're very much alive.
I'm not getting any rerolls. I could have spent a CP to get reroll ones, but nah. Not gone for it. Gonna have to do the work in combat. That's what's gonna happen. As they say, it's hammer time. Not great roll. Only 4 saves, mate, on those Lich Guard.
I failed 1. So
One takes a wound.
1 takes a wound.
Nice.
And that concludes my shooting phase.
So what I could have done, right, if you remove the 4,
Okay.
and then you bring 2 back, what I could have done is put 2 here, which meant that you'd have to charge the Lich Guard as well. That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
But I won't do it because that'd be mean.
That'd be mean.
So-
Don't like being mean.
How many CPs you got left?
2.
You've got convenient, isn't it?
I considered trying to do more damage to try and kill that dude off last turn or give them an extra attack.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, I need that 2 CP for the multi-charge.
Mm-hmm.
Always thinking that turn ahead.
Yeah.
What's the strength on these guys?
A number?
Okay, so I'm gonna go for something here. It's gonna be different.
They are strength 6.
The
Yeah.
the aggressors are gonna charge the Catan shock. They're in on a 10.
Oh, thank God.
What turn are we on?
They're on bottom of turn 3 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So far, points-wise, it's a lot closer than you perceive. I think that killing that while we stand we fight target with Steve was quite a big.
I'm about to lose
You're about to lose one of yours,
Yeah.
potentially. How many wounds is the Catan on, just as a...
3. I really need
Oh.
because he lost 3 to Overwatch because Steve rolled crazy well. If I'd lost 2,
No, I actually rolled quite poorly. I just ruined well.
yeah, you wounded
Yeah, let's get it
well.
right.
You rolled well, which is unlike you, which completely skewed my prediction on what was going to happen.
Okay, so what's going to happen now? These are 1 damage, aren't they? Yeah.
There's a 1 damage.
So these suppressors
Yeah.
are going to charge your Lich Guard.
Okay. No.
No.
Oh,
It's 3 inches.
how much
So I'll spend a CP and re-roll that.
that will take you down to...
To 3.
Please keep it.
Wow.
Did you fail it?
I failed it. I went from I rolled a 3, re-rolled it into another 3.
Yeah. The blue dice was a 2 and the red dice
But I
was
did get my
1.
CP back
But
though.
then he swapped them over.
I got my CP back
Oh,
because
you got
I couldn't spend that stratagem earlier, could I? Right, well that's really annoying because what I was going to plan to do was charge in here and make this unit the closest unit that you have to pile into, so that when you spend your 2 CPs to interrupt, I mean this is some sort of tactics that we might teach on the academy, so I'm going to stop what I'm going to talk about now and you can join the
If
academy.
you want to know
what I was
Steve
about
was
to
about to say,
Yeah, I think that's a really good
over
moment.
to VT Plus.
Yeah.
Check it out.
So is it still worth that charge? I think it's worth it. Because if I can get over
He
there.
hasn't got fly, has he?
Hmm?
He hasn't got fly. What's the chops?
Who are you talking
Your
about?
character.
I'm not on about the Phobos Lieutenant, mate. Don't worry about him. I'm thinking about these aggressors. Where I want to get him to. He can charge through here. But I don't really want to do that. So that was a real big shame failing that charge. Going to be -2 there. You're going to get a 3-inch pile in, which I can't stop now. So this Lich Guard will be free to move wherever they want if I don't declare them as a charge. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to charge you with the aggressors. It's not an ideal play, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to get a 6, which I'm -2, so I'm moving 4. So I'm just going to get a guy within an inch, basically. Now can I go to 2 to there? 2 to there, potentially. 2 to there. And now I'm within 3 of that objective to take it off you.
They're not obsec though, are they?
They're not obsec, but we're now contesting it.
Okay.
So you're no longer controlling 3. But that doesn't actually change anything, does it, in terms of the game? So I'm going to go like that. So I get a pile in.
So you're not going to string them out, you're just going to put them all into the Lich Guard,
Yeah.
weight dice, let's see it.
I'm going to get within an inch so that when anticipating your 2 CPs, so that when you've got your 3-inch, only it's going to take a few of them out of the equation. And also, this guy here is closer, so they have to pile in that way.
Yep.
So that's going to be the goal there, is to spread the Lich Guard's attacks apart so he doesn't really do any damage either way, really. Okay? Next up, so first of all, I'm going to go with this unit of aggressors into your Catan. Okay?
Yep.
So... Do you
So
want to,
they've only charged the Catan.
they've only charged the Catan. Do you want to just pick him
How
up?
many attacks do they have?
Well, they're going to get 3 for an aggressor,
Yeah.
4 for shock assault,
Yeah.
and 5 because I got a banner.
Okay, but you're hitting on 4s, re-rolling.
No, I get +1 to hit because of my chapter banner. Yeah. So I'm going to get. I need some more dice off it. No, I don't. I've got me. So obviously Sarge's going to get an extra attack as well. So he's getting 6 attacks.
Roll it anyway.
Okay.
Just do it.
Just funsies, yeah?
Yeah.
Because I'm re-rolling misses.
Let's see these aggressors smack that Nightbringer. Put him back in his place.
I could have probably charged the Lich Guard and put some attacks there, put some attacks here. Probably gone for that, but I was hoping the suppressor move was going to pay off, but getting a 3 to a 3, not my best rolling. But anyway, re-rolling my 1s. So, that's a 1. I'm strength.
He does only take 3 wounds a phase now, Kylo. That is a rule for all Catans, which is a really cool new rule.
So you've got to make
very hard to kill.
6, 7, 8. That many 4-ups. Just take him off the table, mate. He's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Does he explode? No. Boom.
Just got a quick question, Steve, about which Ultramarine banner gives the +1 to hit. Is that the chapter banner bonus?
It's the one that basically an ancient can take it for an Ultramarine. The Banner of Macragge. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pile in as many models here as possible, so that what this means is that when you interrupt, which you're eventually going to do, that these models have to go this way.
Yeah.
So it's going to protect the 4-man unit, you see. That's the goal there. So I'll tank them on here, keeping the models within 6 of that guy.
Yeah.
So obviously I get my re-rolls and stuff like that from Kelgar. So I'll keep that guy back there, get my re-rolls, and they can obviously fight in death.
Okay, so I'll spend the 2 CP.
Yeah. What's your strength, mate?
At 6.
Your strength 6. You have to go towards a close enemy model, remember. So he has to go this way.
Yeah, so he's staying exactly where he is.
Yeah.
Because then I break unit coherency.
Yeah. And I'm going to spend 2 CPs to transhuman.
Yeah.
And you're 1 CP, right? You're 1 damage.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend another CP to get +1 to my save. If that is able to do in the combat phase. We'll have a little look.
Let's hope, because these Lich Guard may hit quite.
So transhuman's going to cost me a CP, and then use a stratagem in any phase. Get +1 to my saving throw. So I'm going to spend 2 CPs, so I'm down to 3, is that right?
Down to 2.
Down to 2.
Excuse me?
Just confirm, Jay's on 0 for interrupting new transhuman and keeping yourself.
So this is the attacks on the 5-man unit.
Yeah.
So hitting on 2s. So there's lots of 1s.
Mm-hmm.
That's cocked. And wounding you on 4s, yes?
Yes, mate. 4s.
Let's see it. Numbers.
Oh, that was garbage.
Don't do yourself dirty like that, mate.
That transhuman is coming into play there.
I think, especially with the changes to, it's only Primaris now, but for only 1 CP for a unit under 5
I
miles.
passed
Very well.
5
for all
out
these
of
players.
15.
Alright, well, I'll tell you what, put 3 more in, I'll be nice.
No, that's alright. No, just take it.
Okay.
5 saves. -3.
So it's -2 now, because I get +1 to my save. So,
5.
5s. Failed them all. 1 damage each, yeah?
Yeah.
So feel no pains coming in hot. That's none.
Yeah.
So you're going to kill an aggressor. Does he fight when he dies? No.
And then 1's on 1 wound, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. And then the 1 guy against the other squad hits twice.
Mm-hmm.
He's wounding on 3s.
Mm-hmm.
1 wound. 6 up.
Goes through.
Goes through.
Cool. So then, this is where I need to really be clever here. He needs to end closer to that model, so he's currently within an inch, so he's going to just go to there. These guys can swing around to there.
So just to confirm, Joe, obviously you lost a while was down.
I did, yes.
Okay, so these guys are getting no rerolls whatsoever, no extra banner action. 1, 2, 3, 4, and an extra attack. Okay, so 4s, no rerolls. 50-50, I'll take that. And then 2s, 3s even.
3s.
That's all of them. Cool.
How many is that?
7.
Look at these aggressors.
Mm.
They're being very aggressive.
Cooked.
So -2.
6 dead.
6 dead, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
So you need to roll
12 dice.
12 dice, that's it, yeah. Just want to remove that 6 out your trade there, mate, just don't get confused.
And then.
Oh, wow, you rolled well 5s there.
1, 2,
3.
3.
3, so you remove.
So 3 die basically.
How many did you lose? It was 8 dead, right? 6 dead.
7 failed.
So how many dice you just rolled then?
Oh.
You rolled 12 dice, didn't you?
Yeah, so 6 died.
Yeah.
3 got back up.
3 got back up. Cool.
So.
That's good, that's 50-50, mate, on those saves.
1.
That was good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Mm.
But those literally are to take a bit of pounding.
And then I'm just going to pile in another 3 inches there to get within 6 inches of my boy. So next turn I'm getting the benefit of that seal of oath, wrapping them in combat so they can't basically escape. You probably could escape through there, but again, you can't fall back in charge. So just kind of sealing them in is the goal.
Confirming that.
Yeah, confirming the seal, like a watertight seal.
You'll be right.
So start, that's the end of my turn. I get banners for, engagement on France for 2 points.
So another 2 on that one, so
Mhm.
I think you 6. Any other ones? Got banners?
Nope.
Nope. And I know you've done banners and nope, so yeah,
But I obviously take 5 points off Joe for his while we stand we fight.
Yeah, so I'm down to 10.
That brings it to level peggings.
Level peggings.
Level peggings at
Yeah.
the end of turn 3, 52, 52.
So turn 4,
You get 3 banners.
I get.
Oh no, hang on a minute. I take you off that one, don't I? Because I'm offset. So I get within 3.
Yeah, so I get 2 banners.
2 banners.
So that
2
was-
banners and 10 points.
So for holding 2, yeah?
Hmm.
So 8 for banners. Round 4.
So the only unit wholly in your deployment zone is that unit there of tax of intercessors.
Yeah.
Illuminor's coming out, is he, for some
Oh,
combat
here we go.
action?
He's back
Big
now.
play, it's
He's
a
back.
big play.
That is one of your while we stand we fight.
It is.
That's a bit risky there, Joe. What's going through your mind?
He's got to take me off this objective.
Oh,
Because otherwise I'm going to claim that one back off him and take down that banner. So he has to kill this unit.
it's more a risky play to ensure
Oh, so
retention rather than taking them off.
the Lord will.
Okay.
Mine will be done that. And.
The mic is there. So
Right.
when you talk, project it to
Oh,
the into the chat.
Yeah, so he'll mine will be done that. He will give them. What are you giving them?
Any questions in the chat?
one.
by the way?
Toughness.
No, just a lot of discussion sort of about
So they're plus
sort
one
of
toughness,
Necrons in general. A lot of people are sort of saying that they're sort of personally more leaning towards less troop heavy builds and more scarabs and destroyers, which I think is quite an interesting one.
Okay.
I haven't seen any lists of night vision so far that do not include a battalion.
I've got a tasty list that I've made,
Oh, right.
but I'm going to leave it for a while.
That one
Mm.
will be coming soon.
Well, it might have to wait a while for this one.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, let's get some Zeras hype in the chat.
The Necron list that I've come up with one of my friends, Rob. So obviously, since we have both made the top 16 for the England team,
Which is a massive congratulations.
yeah,
for that.
I'm very
Really
pleased about that.
good.
So we've got to keep our list a bit secret. We don't want the other players around the world seeing our lists. So what we will do is on VT Plus is play with our armies post WTC.
Yeah.
So all the armies that we do finally put together, we'll put on VT Plus after the event to see how we got on. And I'll get the England guys over to show what their armies are doing, and get them playing some battle reports on the stream. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to do that.
So just as so if anyone's not aware what WTC is, it's the World Team Championships, and Stephen here has been very lucky to be selected as a part of a team of 16 other players.
We just got to make the final 8 now.
So now we'll hope, fingers crossed, guys. Let's all get fingers crossed for Steve to make that top 8. So we can see lots of content regarding what he does
In the WTC.
WTC.
Yeah.
So I get 1 command point.
Okay.
Starting 10. I'm going to start off with Illuminor.
Yeah.
He's shooting that squad there.
Okay.
D3 shots. 1,
Okay.
Hits.
Yep.
Wounds on that. -4.
Yeah, 1 dead. Damage.
D6. 3.
Okay, 1 dead.
I would love to see one there.
Then the spindly bindly
He's coming out
is
playing.
going to shoot at the necessors.
I'm glad I got rid of that, whatever his name was, that
Oh.
Royal Warden.
Only
Yeah, he's quite annoying.
only 1 wound at -2. There's -3 at that range.
Okay, well, it was a 6, so.
So -3 because of the Mephrit trait.
It was cocked, I re-rolled it, rolled a 6, and the original one landed into a 1, but.
I'm going to spend my CP now
Oh no, now I've got to change it again.
to give this guy 6s to wound and do mortal wounds.
Okay, you do, and who are you shooting at? This unit here?
And we're going to shoot at this intercessor squad here.
Okay, yeah. So you're in half range.
Yeah, because
Are you not falling back with these Lich Guard? No. Stay in there.
I'm staying there.
Because I'm fighting first, remember?
But you are just going to shoot them
Yeah.
in your turn.
Yeah.
But they do give you something to shoot at, and you are
Yeah.
attacking first.
You could move them out near this objective. It's a shame they can't Hero Clean Vina or anything, that'd be good.
I'd really like to.
But if I fall out, because if I send my lord in there,
He fights first, yeah.
he fights first.
Okay, cool.
Hopefully he'll pick up a few.
Yeah. So they're getting those.
How are you finding the new Space book so far, Steve?
How am I finding it? It's okay. It's actually not too much of a change in terms of how it works. I really like that they've dulled down the power of the book.
It was
I
a
really
bit
like that.
impressive.
It was a bit ridiculous, yeah. So, like the chapter master thing's making me think. I'm having to plan ahead, and that's exactly what the game should be. You shouldn't just be able to I think a good player using Space Marines now will still play very similar to how a good Space Marine player would work in the previous book, right? But the difference is here that somebody that is maybe just picked up the book to start off with won't be able to just get the full power of the codex because they still have to learn it, they have to master it. When you've got mastery of a codex, then again, this is something in terms of list building. Like, I really love how I've built this list. I'm actually really happy. I would take this to a tournament, and I think it would do okay. So yeah, definitely thinking about that list build option. And again, you can join that masterclass, which is free. That's coming up. So the link is below for that. We'll put it in the chat.
I'll put it in the chat right now.
So this squad is shooting that intercessor squad.
Yeah. But once you get the repetitions in with a codex and you really understand how your list is working, why it's working in the way it is, then yeah. Like you can see I've kind of surrounded the Necrons, let them come into the middle, firing them from all angles. Looking, just getting those.
So that's 3 mortal wounds on that unit.
4, you mean? Oh
Yes,
yeah,
a maximum of 3.
absolutely, sorry.
And then
We've got a quick question regarding: do you have any good competitive guard lists?
We do, yeah.
You do.
We
And
do.
where will we find those?
So that, we actually used a good guard list recently on the stream, and there was a battle report where I played my sisters into it. Bit of a bad matchup for the guard in that case, but it is a good list. So you can check that last streamed game out in our battle report
It'll be
channel.
on the YouTube.
And all of our battle reports and everything like that, we do a blog page for, and all the lists go on there, so you can just check them out. So
check out
that's
Vanguard
10.
tactics.
That's 3 mortal wounds and 10 saves at -2.
sorry, what did you say there, Jake?
Oh, I just said the link is in the chat for the lists and everything,
Cool.
so you can double check it.
And Joe, how many mortal wounds?
3 mortal wounds and 10 saves at -2.
10 saves at -2. So that's 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, and then 3 mortal wounds. So 1, 2, 3, and he has got a wound left.
Cheeky.
Cool.
You're not used to me rolling average, are you?
I don't like it when you roll dice properly.
Although my charge rolls were not great.
Cool. So, now...
So one of the biggest plays I've made in this game is, if I'd have just willy-nilly charged in my unit of aggressors and just let you spend those 2 CPs, I'd have lost that big 4-man unit and I wouldn't have done the damage. But trying to get that charge on and only going within an inch and piling in to make this unit, the 5-man unit, that's already fought that phase, they're soaking up all the hits. So like, you have to come towards me. So what I'm looking at there is the interaction in the game where you have to pile in closer, and that's kind of what we're really going for.
Illuminor has to roll a 12 to get to him.
Lovely. Okay, cool. You can try.
No.
He's failed it.
There.
Roll the 1, let's see if it happens.
These guys have to roll an 11.
Okay.
You really are actually sure, is it?
Do you not get +1 to your charge? By one, my will be done?
No, but I do from the Lord, but I haven't gone. Then the Lord's going to... The Spindly will charge into those intercessors.
Okay, yeah, I'm not going to bother overwatching.
He's in,
Yeah.
and then the Lord will charge in as well.
Okay, he's in. Did you not want to say put the Lord into these aggressors or not?
No, because I want you out of this table quarter.
Okay, yeah, for the victory points, yeah.
So he's going to base them. So basically, the only one that can move is him.
Mm-hmm. Did you want to fall back with these Lich Guard? Yeah, I'm happy for you
No,
to.
I'll just leave it in there.
You sure?
Yeah, because as long as one of them
Is alive, yeah.
is alive,
Okay.
then you're stuck. Otherwise, I'm just giving you a free round and shoot.
Well, I can fall back and shoot, fall back and charge.
Yeah, but I'd rather you fell back and shot with
-1 hit.
minus
Okay.
one.
Alright. So where are you going first, mate?
I'll do the Lord first because I can't do the.
He'll probably do more than the spindly boy.
Yeah. Where have you gone?
Overlord, isn't he?
Overlord, Lord, Overlord. 4 attacks.
It's big.
Hitting on 2s
Mhm.
at strength. War side 7
Okay.
-4, 2 damage.
Okay, very nice.
So he's missed once.
Cool.
3 dead, basically.
Cool. Remove 3 of those boys.
Jay, just a quick question. We've got how are you finding the command protocol so far?
I think it's +1 strength when he charges. They're really good.
I really like them.
I think they're
Yeah.
really cool.
I really like the mechanic. You've got to think ahead.
Yeah, because I like the fact because you choose them before the game. So there's like a mini game that you
Do
essentially
you
have to.
piling him in?
Yeah, he's going to pile an attack. There's a mini game you have to play before the game. So that you have to look at what's the mission, what's the table layout, what's my opponent running, and what secondaries did they do. Because before the game, I had to go, cool, he's doing Ultramarines, he's going to come forward, but I want to do banners.
Yep.
So, and there's 2 in the movement range of my deployment zone. So I want to get on those as quickly as possible. So I'll take the Sudden Storm, which allows me to move, do an action, and still shoot.
Yep.
So, and then you have to be like, okay, what's going to happen turn 2? Well,
Yeah.
he's going to come out, but then I'm going to shoot him. So I want the one that buffs all my shooting. Turn 3, he's probably going to be in charge with me then, so I want to be able to fall back and then shoot.
Yeah.
And you just
Do it like that. Yeah, it's nice.
It's a nice mechanic.
So what's the old
Like,
Spindly doing? I got 1 intercessor less. Does he kill him? I'm happy to pick him up. Should we just say it's dead? It's much easier.
he's got 4 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Yeah.
At strength 5, or strength 6 because of command protocols.
Yeah.
-2, 1 damage.
No, you roll out then.
But he's hit 3 times.
Okay, cool.
He's wounding on 3s. He's wounded twice.
Saves.
-2.
He's dead. Very nice. Cool. My attack's back now.
I would pile him into those suppressors, but
They put out the hurt. So
Yeah.
I'll go with a big 5-man unit first. So I'm just getting 3 attacks for Primaris,
Yeah.
4 attacks for a banner.
yeah, that banner for +1 attack.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Because I know on the index stuff, if something gives extra attacks, it normally doesn't stack with.
Well, it's the banner and McCrag, mate, you know?
Yeah.
It's the boys' banner.
It's the McCrag. It's the McCrag.
Are you still +1 to hit?
Well, I assume so, on the Chumpany Ancient, yeah.
Oh.
But that is the rule he's given.
That's mad.
It's not his recognised.
The blade guard one is now Ultramarines for everyone.
Yeah. Not for Blade God.
Yeah, but for Ultramarines, then
Oh,
everyone
right.
gets it.
Ultramarines actually originally had a Company Ancient as a option.
Yeah.
That's why I don't actually think they should. I liked it that if you wanted the best apothecary in chapter banner, you had to take ultras, which was kind of cool.
Whereas now,
But now anyone can.
everyone can do it.
So on
3s.
5s.
Quite a welcome change, I think, for the other chapters out there, but I think it takes
Hey, you're wounding on 3s.
this away.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Strength 8.
good point. Well, I'll re-roll these anyway.
So that's Seal of Oath coming in strong.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Still don't have Tigerius with a nice null zone.
Yeah, that would have been lovely, right?
That's all.
Go on then. See what you do.
4s.
That's a good roll.
1, 2,
That's a really good roll.
4,
5. So only 2 have dead.
5.
So one's definitely dead. Oh no, so you roll...
No, because it's flat 2 damage, so they're all dead. Because it's power fists.
How many is... Oh, there's only 5 left, yeah. Isn't... Oh, you haven't got a CP left either, have you?
No.
It's just enough to pop that unit.
Again with a clutch.
Mr. Efficiency now, Joe, is what they call me.
I don't believe it for a second. Once that camera turns off, you ain't going to roll a 3+ to save your life.
So I will roll a 1 on this guy's leadership. He's lost 4. I am an Ultramarine, so I get +1 leadership, so I'm leadership 9. So can I fail it?
On a
6.
6.
And you can't re-roll it anymore.
Oh!
We're all trying to move it.
If I roll a 6, there's going to be a problem. Do I just spend my last 2 CPs?
Yeah.
I'm going to actually,
Yeah.
Because I always say play the consistent game.
Do you want to see if you get any back?
I do.
You do? Oh, cool.
Get 1 back.
I only have to change 1.
And you may as well keep it on there because I'm going to get another 1 back at the start of my turn.
I'll leave it.
Cool. So always play the consistent game. I would have rolled a... Oh!
Oh, that was good in view of the camera as well.
Would have rolled a 3, but it was nearly a 6. So
But it's better to
I would have
know
been
it.
gutted if I, would have rolled that. Because now I'm going to get a big 15 because I hold more. No.
No, so you hold the same. You get
Hold
10.
the same. Hold the same.
So, Joe, at the end of your turn, what are you getting there, mate?
I get, so end of my turn, I get 4 points again, so it puts me up to 10
Do some
on
purging.
Purge the Vermin.
Yeah.
Coming in really nice secondary there.
Yeah.
The Necrons specific one.
Although I am probably going to lose 1 or both of my while we stands this turn. So we'll probably be finishing on 0 for that.
What are you getting points-wise here, mate?
10 on the primary. And 3 on banners.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Steal that objective off Joe. They will... I can't raise a banner because you're within 6 minutes, so it's not going to do that.
So far, that Pose the Vermin's really come in handy.
It is... Secondaries are really... Because I kind of find that currently in 9th edition, the best army to pick secondaries for is Space Marines, and everyone else just struggles to pick secondaries.
The battery's low on the
Camera.
camera. Yeah, that's that one. Just on there.
Yeah, so it's really difficult for Necrons to pick secondaries, especially versus Space Marines. The best options are obviously while we stand we fight for them because they've got some real expensive characters. But then the problem is you want to use your characters. And because Steve's army puts out a relentless amount of firepower.
Aggressors are dead though, apparently.
No,
People have said it.
The fact that 1 unit of aggressors deletes 1 unit of warriors a turn is mad. I think maybe if the warriors were 10-man immortal squads, they probably wouldn't die as easily because they are toughness 5. Which then would probably remove the usefulness of Illumina out of the list. Because he's only bringing 1 back a turn on that front, which means that you might. I was looking at a list that had two lords in it, or 2 overlords, a lord and a warden, and both the overlords then count.
Do you Hurricane Team 3 or 6?
3.
Cool. Right, nice.
Yeah, you're just staying outside of 3 there, so he's not caught in that hurricane finish.
Yeah, there is the other one of the other secondaries for Necrons where your opponent picks 2 objectives, you pick 1, and if you do an action on them, you get 3 points a turn. But they're ones they have to be outside of your deployment.
By the way, I'm spending a CP to put these guys here in Tactical Doctrine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because obviously now moves to the Assault Doctrine due to it being Battleground 4.
So that cost me a CP. I'm going to have 1.
You've already got your 1 back.
Yeah. So they're going to open up into those warriors there. Okay.
These warriors are toughness 5 now, though.
Ooh, tasty.
Thanks to the big man.
I need to heal a unit as well. I may as well use my Selfless Valor.
Yeah.
So can he now heal a guy and then bring a guy back? Is that right?
Yeah, that is how it works.
So he can heal this unit full, yeah, because it's a flat 3.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll for that, or does it just automatically do it?
Because your Chief Apothecary is flat 3. I believe.
Each time I'll look on his profile quickly. you know what? Let's not worry about it. I'm just going to chuck the other attacks in there.
Yeah.
Could you look for me and then I'll cheeky look to see what it is.
Wounded on 5.
And I got the top guns as well. 3, 4, 4.
4.
Just 4, yeah.
-1. So
At the end of your movement phase, this one can heal 1 chapter 20 infantry or
2 are
D3 wounds.
Cool.
But
2 are currently dead.
And use the stratagem. So it's a flat 3. Then the stratagem. Can I bring a
the
guy back?
stratagem is, what do we say it was? It's combat revival. Use your stratagem at the end of your movement phase. Select 1 chapter apothecary unit from your army, and that unit select 1 chapter infantry unit or bike unit. That unit is returned to starting strength within 3 of the apothecaries.
Okay, cool. So I can put another guy back on the table. Beautiful. I won't bother firing then. So this is the top guns.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, mate. 5 saves on that unit. -1.
3 more die.
Yeah.
That means 5 get back ups. I passed 3.
Okay. Then next up, the other unit. This unit here, we're going to have a go. I'll spend my... I'm actually going to not spend my last CP.
Gonna go strong.
Are they all in range now?
They should all be of 18 inches of them, yeah.
I thought you shot that unit first, did you?
Yeah. That's why we're talking about the apothecary. Do I get a biased guy back? That's why I was getting all the re-rolls. These guys aren't getting any re-rolls. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not tactical doctrine, so normal armor saves.
Failed 3.
Okay, cool.
Is that all of it, yeah?
Yep.
So 3 get back ups. 1 more gets back up. So 2 die.
The suppressors in the corner going to shoot that big thing.
Yeah.
Now, I did move and I'm no longer in tactical doctrine, so I'm suffering the penalties for moving. So I'm hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s.
Yeah.
That is 4 saves.
-1.
-1, yeah.
So 4s. He's passed all of them.
Wow. Okay, next unit, but getting rerolls this time, with rerolls of 1 from Calgar. This is the next unit suppressors. Rerolling 1 on failed wounds as well. So last time it's 2, 4, 6. 6 at -1, mate.
He failed 1. 2 more. He only failed 1.
Okay, 2 damage.
He's down to 4. This is not. I like that my army's waited until turn 4 to start rolling well on this.
Right, I'm just going to call that a day on shooting. I can't bother to shoot anything else. So charges. Calgar. You got any Overwatch? You got any CPs?
I haven't got any CP.
Okay, cool. So Calgar is going to go into both models.
Oh.
Go on, let's see the big
He's
man.
rolled a 3.
He's rolled a
So I'm going to CP reroll that.
Take down
To a 7.
0.
That's why I saved that CP, you see. Calgar wants it now.
He wants in on the action. He's sat back long enough.
This aggressor unit is going to go in as well on the Lord. 6.
So 6
So I'm within
minus 2.
6. So I fail.
Yeah.
They're not going in.
Calgar
That's problematic. Suppressors here, going to go in on both.
Yep.
4. That's just enough. It's because I'm within 5, so it's going to get me to there. And then that's pretty much it, I think, really. Keep him there. No other charges to be made. The aggressors over there are going to charge your boys.
Yeah.
They rolled a 10.
Why have you started rolling well today?
I don't know, I just failed 2 charges.
It's that stream height.
I failed 2 charges.
I know, but the important ones you made.
No, I wanted these boys in to mess stuff up.
Just had another question from again. Why are we running Calgar over Gulliman?
Because he's way cheaper. For
Way
us,
cheaper, and he's painted.
And he's the poster boy.
And he's right
there.
there.
Yeah.
It's like when I run my Drakari, I always put Drazar in.
There's a lot. I like Calgar. I do. I like what he can do. So he's now going to get 6 attacks, +1 for charging, and +1 because he gets a banner. So he's getting 8 attacks.
Does the banner only affect... He's not core though, is he?
That is a good point, actually. That's probably worth checking. It just says friendly Ultramarine units.
But would it be in the FAQ?
That's the point.
Let me have a look.
Let's have a quick look.
I've got the app. Ooh.
Oh god.
Good.
So quick FAQ break. So how are we all finding the stream? Are we enjoying it? Obviously, I know a lot of people have been talking about James' army in terms of
What's the banner called?
the Standard of McCrag.
Standard
In
of
terms
McCrag.
of obviously some people aren't enjoying the sort of warrior list that Jay's gone with, but it seems like it's doing all right. Obviously, Jay is leading currently, 69 points to 65.
It's a big. The warrior horde is a scorer, and at the end of the day, scores win points.
Yeah, you
Scores
win games with points, and points mean prizes, and those prizes could be a trade.
Friendly Ultramarines core units within 6.
Okay, cool. So no extra attacks. So just a 7.
So just had a look.
4, 5, 6, 7.
He doesn't get a reroll either.
I know.
2 1s. It's a strong
It's
set.
coming. It's coming.
It's not going on the Lord, by the way.
It's going on my spindle.
The Lord. 5 on the Lord. 5 on the Lord.
5 on. You said it's not going on the Lord.
No, I said it's all going on the Lord. Why would I
How
skip the
Why can you
spindle?
not put it on the Lord?
Yeah, 5 saves, mate. It is-
You
Thank you
rolled-
guys for the very kind words. They're saying they're loving the stream. Great stream. Thank you.
How
guys
strong
very
is
much.
you rolled a 2?
Yeah.
I am toughness 5.
Okay, that was that then.
So
Guys, we're going to be back every single Tuesday.
Yes.
Every single Tuesday at 7
how
o'clock.
many is that for?
Yes. Every Tuesday, 7 o'clock, you have Joe, Steve, and myself,
Yeah, and maybe others.
and maybe
We'll see.
others, special guests.
Right, get on with it, Joe. Come on, the guys are waiting. We've got
Four.
no battery.
I can't plug it enough.
I failed 1.
Okay, D3 damage.
Every Tuesday, 7 PM, come and hang out with us,
One.
come and chat, come and have a look at some lists.
Ignores it.
Ignores it, great.
Ignores it.
Excellent, okay, cool.
4 attacks back.
Wait, you can hold your horses, son.
Hold
Are you going
those
to attack?
horses
You going to
first.
attack Spindle Bindle?
Well, I've got to put all my suppressors on there.
Yeah, we've got
With
the
it,
suppressors
no one
to go.
cares
They're in
about.
the assault doctrine now, so that's additional -1 on their,
AP. I
on their
know.
fists.
Absolutely.
Are they going to punch the spindle to death?
And they do get the benefit from the banner.
They do. They are cool.
And rerolls.
Oh, they're loving it. Hopefully. That's looking alright.
5s to wounds. 1, 2, 3. 3 saves -1.
4s. Failed 1.
Wow, your rolling's suddenly picked up, hasn't it?
Oh, someone's
Yeah.
really averse.
Yeah, but
really well.
Okay, over here. 4 guys onto there. Do you want to pick them up? We don't have to.
There's 6 there.
Go on, Jay. Let's see it. I want to see it.
Roll it out.
Do it for me. I'll come all this way.
Unless it's a whiffer.
-1 to hit.
Yeah.
So hitting on 4s.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, very good stream. Thanks, guys. That's a nice
Twos.
comment. As I said, like Steve said as well, back
Toughness
every
5 or-
Tuesday,
yeah,
7
Toughness
PM.
5, so 3.
So please come and join us
6.
for all
Did it.
good fun.
-.
-4.
Oh.
You rolled exactly enough to kill them as well.
I'm going to pile in, but not within an inch. So I'm just going to claim that objective off you to be mean. So that is mean. You can do your attacks back.
So-
Quite a strong
Machine got 10 more.
Yeah.
So the Lord is going to attack now. Hit on 2s. He's hit 4 times.
People are loving the constant landing of Jack.
He is now strength 8. So I'm winning on
We're
3.
just changing the battery, guys, on the camera. so that's why
2
it's just
1s.
gone
What's your
slightly.
toughness?
And we are
Toughness of cowboy, that's 5, mate.
5. I've only wounded you once.
back.
Yeah?
We are back. And it's not backing out us aggressively anymore. There you go. Oops, sorry.
-1.
-4.
4 up. What's the damage?
2.
Well, so 1 then. Cool. Up. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the spindle on the on Calgar, why not? No, on the
Is he apothecary? Feel no pains to characters or not.
Oh, he's hit 3 times. 2 wounds on Calgar, -3. So -2.
Okay, so 2 go through.
Yeah.
Damage?
1.
Okay, cool. Taking 3.
So what's he down to?
6. Oh, he's got 8, so...
He's down to 5.
5 left. Cool.
So that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
So he gets 3 on engaging all fronts.
Let's change some scores and doors. Okay. So 3 for engaging all fronts. We've done the banners. Yeah, just double checking that.
Then, yeah.
Vanguard does half damage, well, obviously because they're 1 damage characteristic. You half 1 into 1.
And
taking 1
I can get feel no pain on Calgar because it's just infantry units. It doesn't. He feels all the pain.
Yeah.
How many did we say for engaging all fronts?
3 points.
Yeah.
Start of my turn.
It's a close one.
Start of my turn. I only get 5 points.
This is where it.
That's where it falls.
This is where it's coming back for Mr. Box here.
Falls on its head.
How many for banners, mate?
1.
Oh, yeah. This is where it could potentially swing.
It's turn 4, isn't it?
Turn 5 now.
5. This is
turn
the big
5
one.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that now takes Joe to a grand total, or in this go to 75 points.
2 top scores, like 2 big scores here.
So far, just to confirm your scores, you've got 68, Steve, and Joe's got 75.
Mm.
Obviously, we still got those. While we stand, we 5 targets to potentially be killed. Still got some objectives to be captured for Steve. So it'll be interesting to see what happens this go. It's the big one. It's the big one.
So I've got 1 CP.
Okay, cool. What are we going to do then, Joe?
Boosh. Illuminus is going to shoot him
Okay.
for D3 shots.
Is there any reason why you're going to do that?
Well, he regains a wound.
Let's remember that.
He's up to 4.
Why are you going to shoot that lone guy?
Because then he's definitely dead.
Okay.
I only get D3 shots, you see.
Right.
I'd rather guarantee the 1 shot that's definitely going to kill him.
But what does that gain you in the game? Nothing. You need to kill the aggressors that are about to punch your face in.
And these are the tactical conversations that we like to be having on.
It's not like, if it was ITC, you get a point for a kill.
Yeah.
I'd agree with you. But because you have to kill them and them,
Yeah.
you ain't gonna kill them in combat if you don't shoot them.
Is your banner boy while we stand?
He is, yeah.
He is. So yeah, Tigurius, Calgar, and the banner.
Illuminus is there is going to shoot Banner Man.
You saying I'm out of 3 there?
He's out of 3
Ooh.
of a friendly unit of 3 or more models.
Okay, cool.
Ooh.
Playing that game.
Keen eye, Mr. Joe. Keen eye. Again, these are the things you want to do. You want to take a step back, look at the game.
After being told not to shoot
After being told by Steve.
Not to shoot main system.
And do you know how you can get that expert in coaching?
Yep.
Is on the Vanguard tactics.
Go on then. Go on with
D3
it.
shots. 3 shots.
Cool.
On Mr. Banner.
Mm-hmm.
Hits on 3s. 3 hits.
3 hits. Okay, cool.
Toughness.
4.
4.
He is a standard protector.
2's to wound.
Ooh.
That's 2 wounds.
Yeah.
-4.
What's his range on his gun?
36 inches.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, 2 wounds and -4.
Okay, so they go through.
D6 damage.
Oh.
Oh, it's cocked.
Ooh. Well, you rolled a 6, though.
10 damage.
10
Oh,
damage.
right.
3, 6.
Can we watch
9,
the
10.
10 6-ups?
I can do it.
I
If
can-
Drazar did it.
What do you guys think? Can Steve do it?
I
Ready?
can do it.
How many do you roll? You roll 6 sixes.
Easy.
The suspense.
3.
Oh.
He's dead.
That is a while we stand
is
fighting
dead.
denied by James. Bit of good play there.
Let's just check exactly how far away he is from that, if you can target them.
Yeah. And have a quick double check just to make sure.
I mean,
He is out.
that is 3.1. I'll give you it. I'll give you it. I mean, a true gem would have been like, obviously you intended to be within 3 there, but anyway. That's all right, Joe. He's clutching.
I think you left him out on purpose.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
reckon? Okay.
Add some suspense.
Considering I only had 1 model that can shoot.
Cool. Right, fight, charge phase.
They'll charge in there.
Okay, cool. How many wounds have you got? I can't be bothered.
That's the confidence
He has
we
got
like to see.
7.
How many attacks are you getting?
4.
Karen.
Well, he's got his impaling legs as well.
Okay.
Oh, yes. It's not
So hit on threes.
I'm going to transhuman, by the way. So
4 hits.
Takes you down to 0. I was supposed to update
Strength.
you. Sorry about that.
I might get it back.
User. So 4s.
Yeah, it was supposed to be on 1,
It's cocked.
and I did not change that.
So 2.
2 minus 4.
Go through.
2 damage each.
Cool. So 1 dead.
1 dead. And then 2 attacks with his legs. 1 hit. No wound because you've got transhuman.
Cool. So we'll go next with obviously Calgar. He's getting a solid 6 attacks onto your Lord again. He doesn't reroll, he misses, unfortunately. Wounds you 3 times.
4s on Milord. Passes all of them.
Beast.
Obnoxious rolling Joe.
Obnoxious rolling from this.
So my Lord will attack Calgar now. That's real cocked because it's on the table. 3 hits. 2 wounds.
2 go through.
Just 1 damage each.
Cool. Do I ignore it? No, ignore 1 down to 4.
Come on, Calgar.
Yeah.
The fisty boys.
I'll put them to one side so we're ready to go with these.
How many attacks do they get?
So you charge me, so I get 4 for an aggressor, and including shock assault.
Yeah.
So and then 1 for a sergeant. So yeah, many.
Nice bucket full of attacks there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minus 4.
Turns out he doesn't have any vulnerable saves. He's got a 3-up save though.
He's dead then. So
He's dead.
there's 12 damage.
There we go.
Oh, nice. So that is they've just trained from how many fights. So that'll be-
And then my suppressors, I can't be bothered to a swing. How many wounds you got?
The spindle guy.
Yeah.
You took a wound off him last turn, didn't you? So he's down to 5.
I'll quickly roll it out. Getting the banner. You 1 save, minus 4. Minus 1 even.
Minus passed. He gets 4 attacks on yours on the Calgar.
Yep.
3 hits. 2 wounds. Minus 2.
Okay.
Or is minus.
Both go through. Do I ignore them though? Takes 2 damage. Cool. 2 left. Right, my turn. So I score 15 points for the
primary.
The primary.
15 there.
And I get 3 banners.
I think this is where you turned it.
So
you can chuck a banner up here.
you let me play my turn. Thank you very much. Tactical genius. He's going to move to there.
Yeah.
I want to close out my own game. Thank you very much.
Oh.
He's going to pop a banner up. He's going to pop a banner up. Yeah, maybe I should have just punched this thing and then I could have popped another banner up, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Would have been nice to kill that Lord off. End of the game now, so I don't need to worry about those, do I?
No.
No, you just
Because I can't put any more banners up at this point. So I will. How many CPs have I got left? 1?
You've got 1.
And I get one at the start of my turn, or?
No, that is including the one you got. At the
Okay,
start.
so I'm going to spend my CP to fall back in charge with Calgar.
Yeah, good play there.
So he's going to give them the rerolls, move them their big 3 inches.
Do you want to just quickly double check to see if you get the CP back?
Nope.
No, I'll leave it at 0.
They'll go over here, fall back, get some rerolls.
Everyone loves rerolls.
These guys don't even need to be on that objective anymore, they can get some rerolls. Okay, so suppressors. Unit number 1 that fell back out of combat. Just for funsies. Oh,
Oh no!
We don't need that tape.
we don't need to take measures.
Same action very great.
So the unit that fell back, hit on 4s, 5s, because only -1 you can ever get, isn't there?
Maximum -1, yeah.
Yeah. Shooting at your spindly thing. That is 4 saves, -1.
On my spindly thing?
Yeah.
I failed 1.
Okay, cool. What's his armour save?
3 up.
Okay, cool. So 2 damage.
So he's down to 3.
I mean, this is the next unit. People said they're really easy to kill. Clearly not.
I think we're having the on-field test of the unit. Everyone.
I really like reanimators. I think they're.
I think they're cool.
5 saves. This is where he goes. This is where he goes down.
I like the one with the big gun.
He's down.
He's
Cool.
dead.
He is dead.
Does he explode?
Was he a Warhammer Standing Point?
No.
No. Good stuff.
Aggressors now. I can't be bothered to shoot, so we'll just charge. Aggressors going in on your lord.
I could really have done with him
It's
exploding.
a double 1. I'm going to have to use. Oh, can I even fail that? I have actually failed it because I'm -2 because I'm going over a crater. Perfect. Right.
If you used your CP.
Calgar's coming in then.
Calgar's
Oh,
coming
He's
back
going
in.
to finish the job.
7.
Let's see.
The other unit of suppressor, or the lieutenant will charge.
Oh, let's game it. They're all ganging up on that overlord.
Other units of suppressors that didn't fall back, they've made it.
Try and finish them off.
Should have just shot the suppressors and picked him up. I thought I'll make it fun. Charge. Those aggressors will charge those things over there. 7. They're out. Cool. So go first with Calgar. 7 attacks.
Wounding on 3s.
5 saves.
How much damage?
D3.
So 4 have gone through.
So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9.
5s.
Can he boss it?
No.
No.
I failed 6. Can I spend my last CP? You just don't any phase when Necrons infantry noble model from your army is destroyed. You can choose to roll 1d6 at the end of the phase instead of using the rules that are triggered when that model is destroyed. If you do, then the 4+ set it back up again. With D3 wounds remaining. So he lies down until the end of the phase.
Okay, well, nothing else I can do, is it? So you may as well roll your dice.
So on a 4+ he gets back up. And I keep
Dramatic. It's dramatic.
those 5 points. It's a 4!
You were so lucky.
He gets back up again.
He gets back up.
He's
Cool.
like, "Boop."
So I do not deny you that, but that is the game, guys. And the final score of the
And
doors.
you get get another 3 banners, and
Yeah,
I get an
let's
additional 1 banner.
So we engage in all fronts.
Let's just.
My last turn.
So you've got another 3 on the banners for the end game.
No, additional 4 I get at the end game. So I've got 4 banners up.
Maxed out. Anyway,
Okay, cool. Engage in all fronts, I get another 3 points.
Fantastic. So that's 12, yeah. And then while we stand with fights, you've still got 2, 1 each left. Joe, how many banners did you get?
I get 1 more banner at the end of the game.
Fantastic. Right. So the scores on doors.
The suspense.
I think the Marines have clutched it.
It is. Joe's got 70,
Yeah.
and Mr. Box with that great last game has got 87.
Boom. Ooh.
But that was the last turn that spun that. It was quite in Necron's favour for a lot of the game.
So what do you think, guys?
Well,
Let us know.
If I could have killed off Calgar, I would have been happy.
I mean, you were lucky your lord didn't die a million turns ago.
Yeah, but he's lad, isn't he?
Yeah. So
You have killed most of my army as well.
Yeah. There was a play that I was really worried you were going to take. You came out in turn 2 with all your warriors.
Yeah.
Right? You did not come out with your Lich Guard.
Yeah.
The phase you should have, where you should have gone,
Yeah.
well, I think with the Lich Guard, is here,
Yeah.
move them out to there, and charge that unit of eliminators. Don't shoot them, charge them with the Lich Guard.
Yeah.
Bring the Catan over as well.
Yeah.
All the warriors move block this way. Yeah, that means the Lich Guard are free to go into the aggressors, and the Lich Guard could have moved around this way through this part of the game.
Yeah.
Because you could have slingshot off my... I saw it and I was like, oh, I really hope he doesn't do that. So you move there, charge. I've only got 4 aggressors without any rerolls whatsoever.
Yeah.
So and without any seal of oath, you'd have really switched over the game there. Now you've got 60 warriors out, and you've got 10 Lich Guards for me to deal with, and you literally clean through that. That would have been the play to win you the game.
You killed 45 warriors in 1 turn.
But what I'm saying is, Joe, that would have changed the game for you. Because look at the points were close. That one play would have changed it, because I'd have had 3 massive threats to deal with. Because even if I put all of my shots into that Lich Guard unit, right?
Yeah.
I'd have had to spend 2 CPs to Desperate Breakout like I did. Yeah. But then all of a sudden, what you've got is I'm really torn then. I can kill the Lich Guard, but if they're getting a 2+ save, so hard to kill. They took me rounds and rounds of shooting. I emptied buckets and buckets of shots into them, and you still had like 8 left. I had to charge in with 2 units.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, that would have changed the game if you'd have gone for that play, because you would have then had all your warriors left over, even if I did clear them, to carry on piling in, take me off these objectives, all your OBSEC, and sweep around here.
That entire blob of death
that
literally just moves here and just kills everything in the open in 1 turn of shooting.
So I think there's a bit of an oversight, because I'm only but what I'm saying is, if you'd have done this move here, it would have really changed the game in terms of how you could have played that, and I wouldn't have been able to kill so much because I've had so many threats to deal with. Because you only came out with 2 units, I'm like, cool, I can deal with 2 units. I can't deal with Lich Guard and 2 units. I've got to do one or the other.
Yeah, but your aggressors, 1 unit of aggressors kills 1 unit of my stuff. So,
but not Lich Guard.
But not the Lich Guard. But then the next turn, you would have killed the remaining of my warriors, and then you could have picked up the Lich Guard by just charging in over there.
But if your warriors also use that charge to slingshot extra movement, then you use your pile in your columns consolidations. Your next turn, you move, charge, and you're behind here. Now all of a sudden, you've got warriors over here in my quarter. You're going to clear me out of quarters much quickly. I'm then having to make a decision to fling around that way, or do I come and deal with this threat? I can't push into the table like I want to, and if I want to come across the board, I've got to take a -2 movement over this, which is super slows me down. I just think that would have been the play. So let me know what you guys think in the chat if you think I'm right, but that Lich Guard play would have been the one to come out and slingshot off those eliminators.
I don't know.
You just lost the game, so what I'm saying is that would have been a different scenario, which should have possibly changed it. You can't get worse than a loss.
But would the result have still been the same?
What, a loss?
Yeah.
Or you mean points wise?
I have still lost because you would have moved around this way. I would have given up that banner, so you would have just chucked a banner up there, and I put a banner. I wouldn't be able to put a banner up there because I can't do an action, and so I'm giving you a banner, losing a banner.
Why would you lose?
No, I would be. I'd be losing a banner there. I'd take your banner down. I'd have to spend turns until I can actually get one up there. So you're still always getting 3, always.
But my point is, you would have 30 warriors behind here. That's a big problem for me. I'm telling you, as the person that did not want you to do that move, that would have punished me.
Okay.
We'll have to agree to disagree. But I feel like that turn would have swung it for you. Jake, what do you think?
I think it was definitely a very interesting game. I do agree with you, Steve, obviously, in terms of sort of dictating the board. I think more is the sort of more thing we're trying to convey here. It's not more about what's going to happen later. It's what's happening in the now. Having them force your opponent to tactically, be flexible. Which obviously, depending on who you're playing, if you're playing it sort of not as experienced player as yourself, Steve, obviously that could perform a lot of problems.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of it is down to bringing that. Taking the play away from that side of the board, which you ended up advancing on that lower left-hand side, to now bringing it back up to that top right.
Yeah, because when you did come out with your Lich Guard, you had to go full-on Lich Guard and the Kaitan. And there's only 2 things there. Where if you come out and you've got Lich Guard and all those 30 warriors, you're threat saturating the board at least. And then you've got another 60 shots coming at me, even if I do clear off that Lich Guard. Because the Lich Guard in combat, let's be honest, killed 3 Eliminators. That's all they killed was 3 Eliminators. So you actually didn't really... They didn't get their full punch.
Well, they killed 2 aggressors, but you bought 1 back.
So that's what I'm saying. They killed 3 Eliminators, right?
Mm.
But I think that would have been the play.
Yeah.
Sweep them in. Get away from the rerolls. Get away from the Seal of Oath that's on that Lich Guard unit. Or even potentially just hold them in the pocket. That would have been quite a boring game to watch, but I can't really charge you because you're going to get the +1s and all that kind of stuff. Kaitan could have heroically intervened, but anyway, that's what it's all about. Is those decisions in the game that really define. And this was such a close game in terms of the points.
Yes, so it only really, the big disparity only really came at the very, very end when you're totaling all up. Whereas for a lot of the game, Joe, you were actually above on points by a good amount. It was just that last turn of getting all those objectives, which is pushing into your side, which I think that's what Steve was saying about bringing it here, because by sort of bringing it down to that left flank, if you brought it up to the right, you'll then completely change that game by pushing. You're having then Steve to fall back into his zone rather than being in your zone, which is getting you those banners for those end games, keeping your objectives, and more importantly, denying it from Steve.
Yeah, I think that would have been the play. But anyway, that's what it's all about. When you've got a new codex, you've got to get those repetitions in. And I mean, to be fair to you, this is your 2nd or 3rd game with the Necrons?
This is my 3rd game with the Necrons.
And this is my 50th game with the Ultramarines.
One of the first of the new books. So do you feel it changed what you did a lot, or do you think it...
I think that it plays exactly the same.
I think it plays similarly in terms of just personally looking at it from, having a look at your other stuff and such. It's, there's a lot less emphasis on that aggressor blob. It's a lot of the damage is coming from a lot of other areas, but those aggressors are putting in the heavy lifting. But I think there's a lot of hidden units that are doing a lot there.
The aggressors, I'm having to fight in every single phase of the game. I can't just sit and shoot. I have to be moving. I have to be playing aggressive. So I really love the suppressors. They were brilliant, I think, in this game. I know they didn't do much of the heavy lifting, like that big unit of 5 really did. And this unit of 4 just kind of protecting this flank really, really well. It was one of the reasons why I split up my deployment, was having the 5 and the 3 and then putting the 4 over here, because I thought that gives me a nice counterpunch if I needed something. And just otherwise, the temptation would be to put all the units of aggressors in one place, and then you can just outplay me. But having that 4-man unit in the pocket is a bit of a deterrent. But I really liked how these suppressors worked. Definitely keeping these in the list. I'm probably going to keep playing this list for a while longer. I like the Eliminator option instead of Eradicators.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of the bikes. I'm not even a fan of the bikes in my Blood Angel list, actually.
it works.
So, I'm not a fan. I just personally don't like Blade Guard because there's been so much hype about Blade Guard. Anything where there's a lot of hype about it, I'm like, I want to do something different. I want to show my skill set in a different way. I want to show that aggressors are still a great toolbox unit. I want to show that suppressors have got use. I want to show, eliminators have. And why, everyone today, why are you not taking Gulliman? He is the more probably optimal choice. Calgar still does a job.
I think, right, this is my personal opinion, now they're cheaper, now they've lost double shoot, and now they don't get full chapter master rerolls, I actually think they're better because you're not solely reliant on the crutch of just blobbing up and moving across the table. You can still take 3 units, like you did, but you get more use out of them now because they're moving all over the table. They're doing lots of stuff instead of just spudding up here in the middle.
Again, like I said earlier, a good player, before I would say, hopefully being a good player, I still use my aggressors in every phase of the game before.
Yeah.
But somebody just picking up the codex can't go, okay, cool, I put my line of aggressors here, I shoot again, cool. You can't just do that. You have to, so that's why for me this army hasn't felt like a change really, right?
That's why I said what's the change? I was like, hasn't changed at all, it plays exactly the same.
But it's not the list that doesn't do it automatically anymore. It did before. So now there is a bit more emphasis on how you actually go about using the models. In fair play to Games Workshop for doing that, because Marines, they're badass, they're brilliant, but they're not overpowered. They weren't just an auto win like they were in some matchups before. They're a strong contender, And I think if we see the other power of the codexes coming through in the same way, then 9th edition is going to be extremely exciting to see what this can hold. So
yeah, if this is the taster, then I like to see the main courses, as it were.
Think on Necrons. I think what this list needs 20-man units.
Yes.
Like he's saying, but I need one 20-man unit of the guys with the short-range Gauss guns.
Yeah, we've had a lot of people mention about the Reapers.
Because if you can, my will be done, and then Veil of Darkness that unit straight into your opponent's lines. If I'd gone here's 20 warriors, turn 1, and they're strength 5, and then I can give them the exploding 6s and all the extra wounds, so they're actually going to really hurt.
I think as well, obviously there's a big sort of, emphasis on the book about the Silent King as well. Obviously every sort of personal report I've seen, and even playing like I did last Wednesday versus my friend Toby, he really is quite a linchpin to the army. So it's actually really interesting seeing him taken out, what the army allows you to do, because you're moving a lot further up, you're not stringing out as much, not having that risk as much.
The problem with Necrons, from looking at the book and from what I've read and what we've play tested, is that the best unit is warriors, and the best units are warriors and immortals. Flayed ones, when they come out, I want to get a big unit of those.
I've seen a lot of
but everything else is so expensive to put into the list.
apart from Monolith, that's also included in my
I'm going to go to Entoyment and hug one until I'm forced to leave the shop, and they won't be able to pry it from my hands. And I'll take some more. I'll get the box wet, so they're like, it's not resellable now.
Yeah.
So, but the Monolith, one of those in Nightbringer.
I really
out. I think you have the Monolith or the Nightbringer, or the you only have one expensive thing in this.
One of the triumvirate. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you to everybody that has watched this stream. We're going to be back every single Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Okay, so if you want to see more competitive games just like this one, played in the right way of the game, then please join us at 7 o'clock every single week. If you want to check out the list, the description's below. And if you want to join that free masterclass, get signed up for it. That is over on the link below, and also it's completely for free. You get an hour basically tuition with me. It is private, so it's not going to be aired publicly or anything like that. You can only get on that masterclass if you are going to join live at that time, and that's on the 31st of October at 4 p.m. British Summer Time. So go and check that out. Set a note in your calendar. I'm going to email out with some homework tasks prior to get you warmed up with it. Let's really start thinking about competitive list building for 9th edition, and then hopefully you can really get the most out of your models like we have done today. Different choices, different options. We're not just running meta lists. The game shouldn't be about that. It's all about understanding why you're taking every single unit that you are selecting and putting in your army and getting the most utility out for it. So, Joe, thank you very much for the game.
Thank you very much for destroying my Necrons, but it was close.
It was
close.
2 for 2 for me now on the stream.
Yes.
Going to keep that win rate. Jake, you've been an absolute hero throughout this, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks to Entoyment, thanks to Foreground, thanks to JW Wargaming. So again, we'll see you all next week at 7 o'clock. Until then, take care.
Bye-bye.
Press finish on there. Then we've got a delay there. This is a bit delayed.